Yet another live stream, and today it is the Rock Smash RNG hunt. We managed to get Geodude and we managed to get Nosepass, and the only one that's left now in the wild that's not the Safari Zone is Graveler, and that is what I'm gonna try to get today. And I'm not alone today. Say hi, James. He's still with me. So yeah, if I don't use an adamant synchronizer, I don't get any, but with a adamant synchronizer, which I have, it's my trusty Espeon here. Then of course I also have my No Explode for you, and I have that one because it has a ability Damp, which hinders the opponent from self-destructing, and that would mean it would be a shiny fail. Obviously we don't want that to happen, so I took the necessary precautions, and without any further chit chat, let's start. Till now, very quiet.
This is where you get it on the first try.
that would be very funny. Although I doubt it, but
Didn't that happen once before though?
yeah.
And then you literally just called it quits after like 10 minutes.
Yeah, not 10 but 15, that was Shiny Deoxys.
Yeah.
And then I did call it quits because I had to go somewhere else then, and that was like perfect timing. Not go somewhere else, but I needed to do
other
stuff,
things.
and then, yeah, that was really convenient. Yeah, let's see.
Is there actually anyone here though?
No, it's really quiet, but usually I don't stream at that time. I have pinged people though. When Classic comes, it's time for him to say happy birthday.
Oh.
It's his birthday today. But yeah, I did do the ping.
I know you got like people in various time zones as well.
Yeah, that too. From Australia to various coasts of America.
Who's the one from Faroe Islands? Who's that?
Oh, that's a human name.
Okay. I don't even know what time it is there.
I think pretty close to our time actually.
Oh wow, okay.
Well, let me look up a map. It's yeah, this is where it is. So it's your time zone.
That's tiny.
Yeah. It's part of the I think it's part of Denmark. As in it's their territory, but
Yeah.
I think they're independent now. But yeah, that's interesting. Faroese Islands, having a viewer from there. Oh, that's there's that that website, or you just calculate it, but then you'd need to check the total surface area of the Faroese Islands, which I don't know what that is. But I guess you can check that. Let me see. Faroese Islands. Surface area. It's 1,399
Oh.
kilometers squared. Oh, is there actually a... I remember Luxembourg being very similar, but I could be wrong. And Luxembourg isn't even in the top 10 tiniest countries in the world.
Okay.
Oh, so Luxembourg is larger actually, 2.5 square kilometers, or 2,586 square kilometers. So Luxembourg is larger than that country, which is very funny.
I don't know what the Luxembourg is.
I think it's like London is 0.6 times, so 60% of Luxembourg, I think. And that's why my parents said London is so freaking huge. At least for our like what we are used to,
Yeah.
and it's just a city, like just one city being almost as large as our country. But then you go to America and there's cities that are larger than, much larger than various countries. Yeah, that is strange. But oh well, I started really early.
Maybe it'll be just us without that.
No, I don't think so. At least at one.
Would you still get monetized if there was no viewers?
Yeah, it doesn't have anything to do with the viewers. As in, I do get ads that YouTube puts for the viewers. And if you see that here, up here, that $sign with a plus, that means I can get to sometimes set an ad, but I've never done that. I've only done it once and then never again, because I mean, I know how annoying ads can be. But it's more like the number of views that you get that makes it, like, afterwards, if it becomes a video on demand, then it actually, still the ads are going, and then it's basically RPM, so no, I don't remember what the RPM stands for, but if I go to my channel here, I can actually, or studio, you can, no, it's not revolutions per minute, but it's, no, analytics, and then revenue, and then, yeah, revenue every 1k views RPM, it says, and I get that much money per, so €1.20 per 1,000 views, and I think if the more views you get, the more that number goes up. At least I think that's how it works. But yeah, that's how it works. Of course, right now that's kind of pocket change, but who knows? Maybe it'll change in the future. I'm actually glad that I set my goal, that I got monetized this year.
Yeah.
I actually thought I was gonna be monetized earlier, but, well, sometimes you just get unlucky.
I mean, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the last time I watched your stream, there was no ads. There was like one, but that was after the whole thing.
What do you mean, throughout the whole thing? Ah, just one ad per... You can also set how aggressive it is, as in how many ads it'll show you. Thanks, James. I wonder though, yeah, I'm very early, but until now, no one.
What time was it supposed to start?
To start?
Yeah.
Well, 19:15 my time.
So, I thought you meant as in you started it early.
I mean, it's really early. I usually never stream this early, and I think, I mean, it depends on the time zones of my viewers, but I assume that some of them maybe are still in class or still in bed or at work. Maybe they haven't gotten the notification yet on Discord, but I'm sure that if I wait for long enough, they'll come. See, now here it says concurrent viewers 4, and here it says 2. It's so confusing. I wonder why. I mean, I don't get that myself. Why it does that? But that's also why I usually just don't pay attention to the these stats, because they're often wrong anyway. But I have to say, earlier that wasn't like this. At least YouTube got better in that aspect, that it gives you much more analytics.
It does, yeah.
At least from the view of a content creator. Alright, let's see. No. Nothing. Zero, nada, niente. Then you try again. Yeah, with Rock Smash, it's just you check. Oh, there's nothing. Well then, too bad. You can just try again. But still, I wanted to go through all of them, and then show that it's possible. And now the only one, if I get the Graveler, the only one that's missing then would be the Shuckle in the Safari Zone. But that I do in the Safari Zone streams. Oh, how quiet it is. Let's hope I'll get the Graveler this time and it won't explode. Just no. Oh, be careful what you play on your phone, because if it's copyrighted...
Will it be copyrighted?
This no, but still, like, the music is on, is here, and then I think this would be maybe a bit distracting, but...
That's fine, that's why I
thought, I didn't even know you were playing on your phone. I thought it was, you were on YouTube or something.
Oh, no.
Oh, but you oh, so the Delta thing worked?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to...
I didn't even know... Wasn't there a big thing where Apple tried to sue Delta?
Yeah, there was.
And it didn't work?
No, it didn't. I think it's because, I don't know if it's because maybe the games were just so old that...
Yeah, they aren't being produced or sold anymore.
And I don't really know how it works with copyright. If something is old to the point where it's a certain age, can they then not really do anything about it?
That's a good question, and copyright law also changes per country. I know that, you know, of fair use?
Yeah.
Well, some countries like Japan, they do not have fair use at all.
So they don't have...
Yeah.
I'm sure they have copyright, but they don't have...
Yeah, they have copyright, of course, but they don't have fair use. Which is why they go after content creators. Even if they use fair use, they are like, no, this is a copyright infringement.
Yeah. Oh no, I've heard that.
Which is stupid. I mean, that's just... Why would you deny them free advertisement?
No, especially... It's not gonna... what was I gonna say? It's not as if it harms them in some way. I think that's what I'm trying to say.
Well, they think it is, but... I think that is just the act of them going after the content creators is just more harmful in hindsight than not doing that. I mean, there was a time, I don't know if you remember, there was a time on YouTube where Nintendo was really, let's say, annoying with content creators, where they just did copyright strikes left and right. And then no one wanted to do that on YouTube, and it really hurt them. And then they stopped doing that because obviously.
I remember seeing a load of videos that said, I'm leaving YouTube by really popular people because they couldn't do anything without the videos getting taken out. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's just they stopped doing that. EA also did it, and Ubisoft at one point. That was a bit earlier than that. But I'm glad that changed now. They should also... I mean, copyright law is still way too outdated with the way the internet is working. It's just completely antiquated. I mean, antiquated, jeez. It's just... Yeah, that's not how it works anymore. And a lot of these laws were written when there were no computers around, or like barely.
Excuse me. Back then, it was just, they weren't on our computers now, but back then they were not as strict as they are now.
I think they're still too strict now.
No, definitely.
Did you play that game? I keep forgetting the name.
What, the Tripod?
Yeah.
For a little bit. I so far I've only downloaded it to see if it works. It's super expensive.
Because it's so rare. And now everyone wants it. Yeah, but that's crazy. £1,100? Are you crazy? That's insane.
It's like
That's insane.
That's without box. That's with box.
Yeah, but it's fucking cardboard.
Okay,
You made me.
900 euros for cardboard.
Yeah, I mean that's. I don't know. I'm a collector of retro games, but that's what I hate about the market. It's just people cashing out on things like that, and essentially this is driving people towards emulation. Just more. Oh, you got Emerald on there as well?
See if it works.
It's just, yeah, I mean, you can play through that. It's just, unfortunately, you cannot. Oh, this is always happening during the stream. You cannot connect that to Colosseum XD.
No,
but if the save file is on there, and it's like a .gba, I think.
Yeah.
You could transfer it on your hacked Wii.
I think
There's
so,
a
yeah.
program where you can put it on the cartridge.
I have heard about people doing that.
But then you need this cable, right? This.
The link cable.
Yeah.
I have got one somewhere. It's just a case of me tidying my drawers to find it. Because, what was I going to say? But no, on the Delta thing, I don't plan on using it for long. I'm just testing to see what works. But,
well, that should be possible.
yeah. I did read about someone else doing it.
And I think you can also do RNG manipulation on a phone, although I guess that's very tricky.
Still no viewers.
Well,
It says views 8, but there's no one here.
No, views is something else as opposed to concurrent viewers is the amount of viewers that are in the live stream. If like 4 people clicked on it and then they they clicked somewhere else, then that counts as a view, but not as a concurrent viewer. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's the difference.
When you first started Emerald, did you get put into something called Little Root?
Yes,
Okay.
that's the starting town. So usually the main series games, the overall plot or just how it goes are always the same. You start in a very specific town, and then there's a professor there who gives you the choice between starters.
Yeah.
And starters are like the generation's respective water, fire, and grass types. And then that's the first Pokemon that you pick or you get, and then the rest you have to catch yourself.
What's the first you got in this one? Do you remember?
Oh yeah, I remember that. I still have that one. I have that Pokemon still with me. I got Mudkip. That's the water one.
Okay. I know they were selling Pokemon cards at the convention. I saw one that said 800 euros, but I didn't get to see what card it was.
Yeah, some cards are crazy expensive because, again, they were rare back then. Especially some that are holographic or just like with that weird glitter effect on it.
I never really got into the Pokemon cards, but...
Me neither. I don't care about cards.
My cousin did give me one, and one of them was like a shiny Charizard thing, and I didn't know...
Wait, what color was the Charizard?
I don't remember.
Is it orange or was it black?
I want to say orange. But
Okay, then it's not shiny. As in, shiny Pokemon, the shiny Charizard would be black.
Okay.
But maybe shiny as in that holographic effect.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, okay,
But
okay.
it was about 2007, 2008. I don't remember that.
Oh. Okay, sometimes the mic does that when you have your phone right next to it and the signal comes in.
What the people? Oh,
That brrr sound.
They've just put dolphin on ours.
Hey there, Vera. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? It's been really quiet now. I think it's because I usually don't stream this early. But as I said yesterday, I do want to stream. I wanted to stream earlier today and also end the stream earlier because I gotta wake up early tomorrow. I hope you're doing good. And I hope your weekend was also enjoyable. Can't believe it's already like 1 week now, and then like no, this week, and it's climax, but it's the last one. Like a hardstyle festival that I go. Still can't believe it's the last one. I don't want to believe it, but oh well. Appreciate that, to be honest. I'm in the office tomorrow, so I have to wake up early. Oh, I see. I see. That goes well. I assume Philip is hovering around somewhere. Well, I hope he's also doing well if he hears this. Wonder if Classic will come. It's his birthday today. Currently dying trying to make a flower coaster crochet. For the life of me, I cannot make flowers. Oh, a flower coaster. Yeah, I've never done the flower arrangements myself. I think I would completely fail as well.
So would I.
Oh, he's not home yet. Ah, I see. You know, there's a whole thing in Japanese culture with flower arrangement. I forgot the name for it. They have a specific term. But, yeah, it's really intricate and detailed. Hey there, Ahmed. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? You doing good? Finally, my people are here. Ikebana, that's what it is. Thank you. Took his time driving up to Dublin. Ooh, due to horrible visibility. Oh, you too? He has to do an errand for his brother, so he's taking his time. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's also been super foggy lately in Luxembourg. I mean, we've been driving places, and also when we drove to Germany, it was super foggy. I had to have my fog lights on the whole time, or almost the whole time. I couldn't even see, like, at one point it was so bad, you couldn't even see 10 meters in front of me like, while driving.
I walked in it yesterday and I didn't even see the roads good. So.
Well, kind of nothing special, but I went back already. But oh no, my brain just mixed two chat messages into one. What? Kind of nothing special, but I have a funny story. I want to hear your funny story, Ahmed.
Okay.
Oh yeah, James is, no, James will go back tomorrow evening. Or like afternoon, I guess. Still with me. And I wonder what your funny story is, Ahmed. Does it have anything to do with blood? The weather here is also really bizarre. As in foggy, cold, and then sunny, warm, and then foggy, cold again. It's really starting to become super cold during the nights. I'm not a fan of that. Visibility was so bad today that he got to work an hour late due to a bad crash in the motorway. Oh yikes. I hope that person doesn't have too much problems. And he walked home. Well, that's kind of understandable. I mean, when I couldn't see 10 meters in front of me, I drastically reduced my velocity when I was driving because, well, that's... I mean, I don't need to explain to you, Iveta, with your braking time and your braking distance, that when the faster you are, the longer it takes for your vehicle to stand still. And if something crossed me, like an animal or something else, you never know, then it would probably be too late. So I was like super slow on the highways, even though, yeah, that was in Germany. And you know, Germans, as in most highways or motorways, there's no speed limit. And I was just hoping that there wasn't an idiot just flying past.
Oh. I thought you were making a joke when you said there was no speed limits.
Oh no, that's actually true.
That's
yeah. That's not.
That's illegal where I am.
I mean, yeah. Also in Luxembourg, that's not legal. The highest you're allowed to drive is 130 on highways.
Oh, wow.
But no, not all motorways, but some of them in Germany, it's like if your car can do 400 kilometers an hour, you are technically allowed to drive it. It's just that if you provoke a crash, then it's you always are somewhat culpable if
it's sort of
something
like what you
happened.
said about, so it's just saying Germany is the only country in Europe not to have a general speed limit.
I think it's the only country on Earth.
Oh wow.
I mean, they are the country of cars. I mean, they're very proud of their cars. You know, Mercedes-Benz,
Yes,
BMW, Porsche, those are all from there.
Oh wow, no, I didn't know that.
Today in school they did a meeting for parents. I was scared because teachers would tell our family about us. When I came home I wanted to play Elden Ring. My dad came and he said all teachers said, "You are the best student in the whole school." Wow! Really? Wow, the best in the whole school? And look at that, while playing was like that. I don't care, I'm playing for my life against Promise Concert. And get out. Get out, Dad, I don't care about the school. I need to game. I'm very happy for you, Ahmed, that's wonderful. In Panama we have horrible weather during hurricane season. Oh, I can imagine. So as soon as visibility gets bad, it is ingrained on me to drive at a snail's pace. Plus on the slowest lane. Yeah, I also was on the right lane. I had my fog lights on, so at least if there was an idiot thinking it would be a wise idea to speed through with 200 kilometers an hour, they would see a red light in the distance. That's what fog lights are for, after all. Hate driving with poor visibility. Yeah, absolutely. But I have to get used to it. It rains so bad that you have to drive as close to the steering wheel as possible. Oh, I had that as well once when I was driving to the Netherlands with my husband, and in Belgium, like, that was so weird. In Luxembourg it was very sunny, and then once we entered Belgium it was pouring rain, and everyone was just driving 40 kilometers an hour because you could literally not see anything, or almost anything. I even had my fog lights on there because you couldn't see that much. That's how much it was pouring. And then once we were in, I think, Liège, around that part of Belgium, then it just suddenly stopped.
What part, sorry?
Liège. Liege.
Oh yeah, I know.
We also drove through that city when we were in the Netherlands and came back. Or some of them say Lek. It depends on if you're Flemish or French Belgian. But yeah, I also don't like driving. I mean, I like driving in general, I have to say. I really like it. I just don't like it when people are freaking idiots on the streets, which unfortunately happens a lot. Can't say that Luxembourgers are the best drivers.
No.
Not really, no.
Not that I think that necessarily bad, but they're not great.
I mean, a lot of them have SUVs and they just are completely reckless. And we do, for a small country, have a lot of fatal accidents on the roads.
I read about that actually.
Yeah. I mean, I don't... Like, do you know how many drunk drivers we have? It's insane. And they just take it so nonchalantly. Like, oh, who cares? I can hold my alcohol. No, you should not drive under the influence. I mean, like, literally the house that my parents bought, the family that lived there before us, she lost one of her sons due to a drunk driver. Like, he just, like, out on broad daylight, he didn't see him at a crossing and just, yeah, ran him over. And that must have been so... I mean, I don't want to imagine how that feels, losing your kid like this. And I've also known... I was in class with a girl once. I mentioned that on stream before. I hope she's doing well. She was always really nice and sweet. She lost her dad because someone was on the phone while driving. And that was so freaking horrible. I mean, I still remember how sad she was, and oh god. You know, it's always, what's the big deal until they lose a loved one. And then suddenly it's a big deal. Like, that just goes to show that they don't have any empathy. Like, why would you only care if it affects you? Not trying to show off? No, it's okay, Amit. I mean, is that showing off? doesn't come across as that. Really don't care about the best student. I just want to beat Promise Consort Radan. This MF gonna make me lose my... He's gonna turn you trans? Ah, interesting. But that's great that you're that good at school. I'm really happy for you. See, things can go better. You just, if you never try, you never get results. And I hope that the grades that you get will help you with whatever career you are looking into going. But yeah, on the topic of drivers, it's just, yeah. Entitled drivers are not good drivers, and unfortunately I have to say that a lot of Luxembourgers are really entitled and, I mean, coddled from just the fact that, I mean, our spawn point is one of the best ones you could have. Yeah. If in the game of life, it's just, you know, one of the safest countries. It's, the crime rate is super low. Not non-existent, but that doesn't exist in my eyes. And you got one of the best healthcares in the world. And then they never experience true hardship. Not every Luxembourg, of course, there's misery here as well, and homelessness. Yeah. Especially that is on the rise due to cost of living crisis. Hey there, Max Power. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Right, let's see. Hopefully I do get at least a Graveler. That would be neat. Then this would be the end of this series, so to speak. I hope you enjoy the Sega lo-fi music. It's from different Sega franchises, so maybe there's Monkey Ball lo-fi music coming on. Yeah, I mean, Monkey Ball is Sega.
No, oh, I thought you meant maybe as in you were gonna change what's playing later.
No, this is as in it's like a 24/7 thing, and I think it's, well, unless my viewers have specific requests. Calypso. There's which Calypso? Oh, the pets one. Yeah. I was thinking about the conversation the other day. I can ask another hypothetical about your son being bullied. Alright, go ahead. I mean, I don't have a son, but yeah, I really hope that my kids don't get bullied. But you can't really do anything against that, except maybe, no. Oh, I said that, they would get punished. I wouldn't hit them because you should not hit your kids. That doesn't do anything. It only traumatizes them, and it's child abuse. But I definitely give them like, okay, no games for you until, and I would make the kid apologize. Like, there's some really creative parents out there who made their kid hold up a sign, "I'm a bully, and this is my punishment," outside, and then cars honking.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah. A student would ask me, "How the hell are you that good?" I'm like, is keeping your mouth shut in class and studying hard enough while not making any problems, while also being nice to a teacher hard for you? Yeah, Ahmed, for some people that is apparently impossible. I don't even know why, but oh well, just sitting, I guess, in class is maybe too much for some. To be honest though, just the school system that we have, you know, just shut up, sit down and obey. And there's some kids, like especially ADHD kids, that don't really learn well in an environment like this. What if your son said, "I'm being bullied at school, but I'm not going to tell you who is doing it or any specifications because I know you're going to do something that I don't want you to do. If you do something, I won't tell you my problems ever again. What would you do?" Well, that's complicated. I mean, I wouldn't take that "I won't tell you my problems ever again" seriously, in the fact that, not that I wouldn't take my son seriously, but You know, teenagers or kids often say things like that, but they don't really mean it, or they don't really grasp the ramifications behind that. But of course, if I don't know who's bullying them, I would... Well, there's not a lot that you can do. Maybe tell him, okay, do you want free fighting sports, like contact sports or something like that, lessons? Then sure, in order to defend yourself. I think that's what I would say or do. Hey there, Saltman. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Are you doing good? Buonasera. Come stai? There's one viewer of mine. I think it's Fat Boy's Gaming Nonsense. He really likes it when I speak Italian. I don't even know why. I think he just likes it when a woman speaks in another language. Oh well, I mean, that's kind of harmless. Hey there, Forsaketh. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Any shiny so far? No, until now not. But let's not give up. I hope you're doing good. I said that's harmless. Yeah. I had a really bad headache today. And I even had to, you know, eject the contents of my stomach. Yeah, he's Italian. I don't even know why I had that today, but yeah, it's one of those days. But I feel much better now. I had a nap before the stream. And I don't even get a single encounter. Let's try again. Played a bit of Smash Brawl after a few months, and I hate the Donkey Kong stage and New Pork City so much. Any big stages like that disgust me. Oh, so also the Zelda Temple one, the Hyrule Temple. That's also a really big stage. But I get it. I get what you mean. It's especially the Donkey Kong stage. It's just you usually just end up chasing one player, and then you get wrecked by the stage itself. Oh no, that's not good. Naps are the best recovery. Yeah, absolutely. I don't even know why I had the headache and why I had to vomit, but usually never vomit. That's really rare. But I don't know if the food that we ate, maybe it wasn't that good. I don't know.
It was okay.
Yeah, but you ate something different than I did.
Yeah, but he said that he was getting a headache as well.
Yeah, but he sometimes has like migraines.
Oh.
Migraines. Unfortunately.
I didn't say the name.
No, I already said the name. That's good. If I could bully my son or daughter, I would give them a knife and a jar. A jar? Wait, a jar?
Joe. Oh, and a jar. Oh. I thought.
Put them in the jar.
In the jar.
My phone is a bit buggy, so I can only put it horizontally because it pauses vertically. Okay. Oh, that's technology for you. Now that I have that cover on me, it's not as cold anymore. It's really cold now during the nights.
Did I tell you I went into GameStop and bought another one of those Rossetti things? Because
you bought a second one?
Because I can resell it pretty easily when I get back home.
Alright.
One I can put on display and one I can easily resell when I get back. The used ones on Amazon are like €12, but mine hasn't been opened yet. So.
Just peel off the price sticker then.
No. I remember at a convention yesterday, one of the games, Keep Games, was still sealed up, and it still had the original
plastic, or
yes, as well as an original GameStop price sticker, and it said $19.99, but the convention price was like €89. I don't remember what game it was, but.
And we found Ribbit King.
Yes. I want to try and get it on PS2. Because for some reason it was also on PS2.
Oh, the jar is to fill it up with blood. Ah, that makes sense. It's armored after all. I saw that you put that card that you found at the convention on the ground
I
into.
still don't know what B is.
Yeah, but that's a king, no?
I know, that's why
not
I'm
a
confused.
No, it's not a boober.
A what?
Boober, that's like a old German word for like a boy. And I think that B-U-B-E. But it looks like a king to me, that's what confuses me personally. It's just funny that you have that in the back of your phone now. Oh, where is that music from? Trying to recognize it. I mean, yeah, but like I have it over headphones, and the headphones you don't have them on. Volbeat plushie. Did we see a Volbeat? No, we didn't see Volbeat plushie. I did see Illumise though at the convention, but not Volbeat.
I saw an L.
Yeah, we saw so many plushies, even of things that you barely see today.
I kind of wish I got the Alpha plushie. But again, I only had my card.
Yeah, it's like at that. It's just for those of you who are unaware. Germans or in Germany, they just very often only take cash at conventions or sometimes even restaurants or stores, and they refuse card, and that's when you don't have cash, you're kind of out of luck. Oh, you already have a Volbeat plushie. Did you get any of them? No, I did not get any plushie. Oh no, I did a fuchsia small Yoshi, but that's about it. Hey there, Fairy Charmeleon, welcome back to the stream, how you doing? Roar. I did see a lot of Charmeleon stuff, I have to say, at the convention, even a Charmeleon plush and a Charmeleon figurine. Lots of Pokemon stuff. But also a lot of cards, someone was selling some... I think that was the same stand where you said you saw that card for over... What was it again?
800 euros, but I don't remember what card it was.
And you don't remember the art on it?
No. I just remember seeing a price ticket.
It's probably one of the first generation of card. If it's that Charizard sticker that's holographic.
It wasn't in like a book with all the other cards. It had its own little separate stand behind the seller.
It's probably one of those. Yeah, W Charmeleon. Charmeleon is also my favorite out of that evolutionary line, and that's like an underdog opinion.
I didn't even think to get a picture of the card itself.
I mean, you don't have to, but I believe there's... Like, if you look up Charizard original Pokemon card, and then look up the prices, you're gonna fall off of your chair.
I knew someone who sold some Pokemon card for like 500 euros. I don't know what card it was, but to me it's just paper.
Let's say you had a very delinquent 60-year-old son that bullied innocent students, or I would look at myself in the mirror and ask myself, how the hell did I do this? He did not care what you said. He did not care about being grounded. He could bench 180 kilograms. What would you do? Ask some strong men in my family and do it the Italian way, I guess. But I mean, I hope that wouldn't be... I mean, I would call the police on my son if I had a son like this. It would definitely tear me apart and hurt me, but there's no way in hell I'm gonna tolerate bullying or just delinquency. Like, those my worst bullies were like this, and I don't want to put more children like that into the world. We don't need more delinquents. What else did you get? Sounds like fun. I think I really need to put a... Oh, I got so many things, like a cutting board with the periodic table of elements on it, a Pac-Man, like a... how do you say these things? Thermo things that you put coffee or tea in it and it stays warm. I got 2 like little Pokemon figurines, Lantern and Giraffaric, but the Giraffaric was oddly translucent, and that's why I took it. What else? I bought 2 NES games. One of them, The Adventures of Bayou Billy, and the other one was the original Metal Gear. And what else? Oh god, I got so much.
No, you didn't get the Japanese Ruby.
No, I saw Japanese Pokemon Ruby for 35 euros. I thought, maybe I'm thinking about it, but once I returned, it was gone.
I thought it was 59.
No, that was the other Ruby. That was a German Ruby.
But there's one, if you ever do want it, there's one on eBay for 20.
I know, but I don't really need it, and I say to myself, if someone who really wants to play the game, he gets it first, or she, or they, that's more important.
Because it's not like you don't already have like 4 copies.
Yeah. Jan, have you ever read the book Moby Dick? Yes, I have. On unpopular opinion, I don't think the story is that good.
I haven't read it.
But he's like essentially, I forgot the captain's name, but he's chasing a sperm whale that's completely white, so I always assumed it's an like an albino, a whale with albinism, and that's I mean, he gave his whale nemesis a name, and that's Moby Dick. And I completely almost forgot everything that happened because it was not really eventful, honestly. But oh well. I mean, oh yeah, that's what I also bought. I bought the trilogy of the Dark Forest series, these novels by Shi Liu. I don't know if I pronounced the name correctly. It's a Chinese writer. I mean, I've read the books already, but as a, let's say, not in a not so legal way on the internet. Because I wanted them when they came out, and I could not find them anywhere, and or not came out, but when they got first translated. I knew of the books before they became really popular because of the Netflix adaptation, so I bought those. The trilogy, like that's
sci-fi books.
Yeah, hard sci-fi books. It's essentially a series. It's very grimdark. It's hard sci-fi, but really tragic and sad. It's
What's the book called again, sorry?
Dark Forest.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember you getting that.
Or Three Body Problem is the first novel. And it's about the Dark Forest theory in the universe. That's a theory where it says the universe is like a dark forest where all the intelligent alien species are essentially hunters looking for... It's a how do you say it, a battle royale of aliens, and that you should never ever broadcast signals out into space because someone might find you and want to eliminate you in order to further their survival. While that's a very interesting hypothesis, I actually don't think that's true. Like I think that's projection on our part, or maybe on the author's part. As in, humans are like this, that we do war, we do conquest, we do colonization, but that doesn't mean that other aliens think like this as well. Maybe their goal is to build a huge computer where they can live virtual lives in paradise, and they don't even think about conquering other star systems, because in their view they already have paradise, and why would they do that, right? I mean, you never know. That's like so many assumptions, and I always say Occam's razor.
Yeah.
So, and I did apply Occam's razor to that thought, and I don't think that's the case. And also, just space is so freaking huge. People have no idea how huge space is. It's enormous. And it just...
Sorry, what?
Yeah, no.
Does space have like a time zone or
no. No, why would there be climate? Kind of, there's stellar winds, those are particles ejected from stars like our sun, but I don't know if you can call that a weather. I think that might be stretching it.
Is there time?
Time is relative. I mean, it's not like the time we define is based on how we stand in relation to the sun.
Yeah.
And you can also have a galactic year. That's like how long it takes for your system to go one rotation around the galactic core. But that's like millions of years,
So
or
if
even
I,
longer.
went up to space and looked at my watch, what would it say on my watch? Because it automatically changes the time.
Oh, have you never heard of the twin paradox?
No.
Well, then I suggest reading up on that, because that deals with that. Because time is actually goes slower the more gravity there is.
Oh wow, okay.
Hey there, Smokey Mario. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing?
Hello.
Are we having existential thoughts again? Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
are. You know, the usual. If that story's not that good, why it's so popular? I mean, that's just my opinion. I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm not saying it's a bad story. It's just I don't like it. Why is it popular? It came out a long time ago. Yeah, the sperm whale is... Yeah, usually sperm whales are not white. But this one is. Been playing Team Fortress 2 plugin server that maintains the old pre-Meteor Match rule set and playing with pre-2016 weapons. Oh, nice. What's the name of the plugin server? What is time now? That is a great question. Yeah, I mean, the dominant alien species would be conquerors, but the logical fallacy in that thinking is that aliens that tend for destruction or just conquering, they tend to probably destroy themselves before they reach that point. So I don't think that there are... I mean, there might be aliens. I mean, the universe is so huge, there might be aliens like that out there. But, as in, realistically, will they come here? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Like, they still need to find us first, among billions and billions of stars. Then they need to have the technology to find that we have life. Then maybe a water world and an oxygen world. That is wonderful to us, but to them that's death.
It is.
You know, and they wouldn't even... Maybe that thought crossed my mind as well. Have aliens picked up on us? Like, for extraterrestrial astronomers. And they saw, oh look, it's a planet full with oxygen and water. How can someone live on that? That's just crazy.
It's insane.
Because for them, it's like an ammonia world and minus 70 degrees Celsius. That's what they like. Hey there, Kaiser Karmazin. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? The server is called castaway.tf. Alright, thank you. Yeah, isn't time like if you go really fast, it will actually slow down? Time dilation? Yes, that's what the twin paradox is. Hey there, Fat Boys Gaming Nonsense. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? That's the twin paradox, is that the closer you get to light speed, the slower time goes. So if you have identical twins who should age at the exact same rate because they've been born at the same time,
Yeah.
or around the same time, or let's say created at the same time, if one of them goes into a rocket into space and is very close to light speed and comes back, then his twin or her twin on Earth is gonna be really old, and the twin who was in the rocket isn't, because of time dilation.
Yeah, I see what you mean. That makes sense.
What we're talking about with aliens and stuff. Oh, someone was asking me if what I bought at the convention. I think it was for Saketh, and I said that I bought the Free Body Problem trilogy, the books about the Dark Forest theory, which I don't think is actually really plausible. And I kind of explained my point why. Always thought they would more likely be collectors than observers. Yeah, same. DNA is the most precious resource in the universe, in my opinion. I mean, wood is much, much rarer than gold in the universe, right? Wood only exists on one single planet. And gold is pretty much everywhere. I mean, it's still very rare, because gold is among these atomic nuclei that only get created during supernovae. And supernovae are already really rare because they come it's the end from massive stars, and the stars tend to be small. As in, most stars in the universe are red dwarfs and not stars that go supernova at the end of their life. If there were aliens that wanted to destroy us, they would probably destroy each other first. Never thought about that. Yep, that's exactly my argument as well. And not only my argument, I mean a lot of astrobiologists are saying this. I really need to read the three body problem. Seems very interesting. I mean, I've read it before, not so legally on the internet, but I have to say the writer he's good, and I like his story, but there's certain things he can't really write, and among them are women, and I really don't agree with. There's one character, not without spoiling too much, there's one character who is known to be really benevolent, and kind of, at least that's how I interpreted it, he kind of plays it as if that was a massive mistake and benevolence is the death of all, even though in game theory, if you really go into the mathematical aspects of game theory, being benevolent is actually the best strategy that you can have for long-time survival. And if someone acts out and attacks, the best strategy would be for that. So that would be, oh, you smacked me, I'll smack you back. And I mean, I'm not kidding, that's just literally what these studies say. And they ran simulations on that, and it always comes down to benevolent people or benevolent actors who go by the this for that strategy are the most victorious. Also, I don't think DNA would be that valuable once we learn how properly edit genomes and create artificial nucleotides efficiently. It isn't precious at all, really. I mean, if something is precious, whether something is precious or not, I think that's I mean, something isn't inherently precious in the universe. I think that's what a brain like ours has created. But that's like a whole other philosophical discussion. Hey there, Philip Farrell. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? I heard there was an accident on the motorway recently. Iveda told me. At least where you are. And Kaiser, what you said with editing genes, that's something that happens in the sci-fi universe that I'm writing. What's the difference between writing women and men? I mean, it's just, oh, that goes so deep with sociology, and just he writes women as really two-dimensional characters, and it's the men who are the smartest and who you should listen to. That's like, that left a really bitter taste in my mouth, because intelligence and rationality has nothing to do with your gender or your sex. Qi Liu, it's a Chinese name. I have trouble pronounce. I don't even know if I pronounce it correctly. But not to mention, under what principle do we know that aliens will use, have, or even know what DNA is at all? Yeah, I don't assume they have DNA. I think DNA is just one way, one possibility of protein structures to encode information. I'm very certain that maybe there's other ways to encode information out there that life can have. I don't think they have DNA, they have something else, but essentially an analog of genes. And Philip, I wasn't doing that well today, at least until now. I unfortunately had to vomit. I don't even know why. I think the restaurant that I went to wasn't maybe that good. And I had a headache, but now I took a nap before the stream and I'm feeling much better now. Oh, another shiny Chansey! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Come on, you can do this. Everyone in the chat, let's hope that Forsaketh gets the shiny Chansey. Chansey, you better stay with him. Benevolence losing is a very pessimistic viewpoint, yes, and it's just his pessimism and cynicism. I'm not a fan of cynicism. You know, there's always that pre-motion going around that if the more cynical you are, the more intelligent you are, especially with shows like Rick and Morty cementing that fact into our heads, but I don't think that's the case, actually. And well, the sci-fi story I'm writing is really different. It is optimistic, but not unrealistically optimistic, but yeah, it goes into a different... But I'm happy that, you know, there should be different aspects that sci-fi writers should explore. There's no difference between writing men and women. The sex gender of a character is just another physical characteristic, like being tall, muscular, or stuff like that. Yeah, and he just fails to do that. It's like, oh, women are emotional and they can't be rational. It's like, come on, are you serious? There's an extremely dense fog covering most of the country that didn't lift at all today. Traffic was at a standstill for almost 2 hours this morning, wow. Because of a 4-car collision. Oof. Ouch. Hope the people are okay. Same here actually. It was so foggy. I was driving like 40 or 50 kilometers per hour on the motorway because you could not see. Chancy Gaming. Hey there, Phantom Fox. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? If an author can't write people of the opposite sex, it generally means they don't understand that simple principle or have some agenda as to why they're writing that sex poorly. To be fair, he's a male from China, where, I mean, sexism exists in China as well. I'm not saying he's sexist, it's just, if you compare his stuff to Ian Banks or Ursula Le Guin's characters, with Ian Banks and Ursula Le Guin, I sometimes forgot what the gender was of the characters because they were so naturally written and so good, or just well written in general, that you forgot about the gender because it wasn't important. Like, it was just another thing, like you said, Kaiser Karmazin. Oh, he was tall and she was not tall, something like that. And I think the author is also a product of his time, which is, I mean, that's fair. I'm not blaming him, it's just, if I'm reading hard sci-fi, I actually, you know, hard sci-fi is usually very advanced and progressive, and it tends to be very progressive as well. And that's just kind of, not annoying, but you see the difference. Maybe that author is their book on a time where mainly only men were in charge, not that he's saying men are smarter. Well, the thing is, it plays in the future, and I mean, a lot of his female characters are doing not so smart things. It's just, it left a very strange taste. And yeah, as Kaiser Karmazin also said, there are works that came out earlier, like Ursula Le Guin's and Ian Banks' works were in the 80s and 90s and 70s, I think. And they had their characters so well written that you forget about their genders. And the Flea Body Problem came out in 2006, if I remember correctly. I mean, yeah, writing men and women is different pretty much only because of the gender roles we have implanted into our brains from society. Yeah, exactly.
Did I hear you get another shiny?
No, I did not get a shiny.
Oh, I thought I heard you say something about the shiny.
No, Forsaken found a shiny Chansey in the Safari Zone, and well, it's a Safari Zone, so...
Well, you know what that means to me.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't flee. I really hope for him. Are you back at work? Watching Infinite Omniverse at work. If you're writing based on a time where men will mostly be in charge, you're saying the author should change what happened during the time to be more inclusive. But it's just, the thing is, he's not even writing that in a time where that is the case. The most of the novel actually is in the future, if not the far, far future, without spoiling too much.
If you're watching the stream at work, then they're getting paid to watch you.
Yeah. It's just, yeah, like Kaiser said, there's authors out there who wrote characters regardless of gender, and they were just amazing. Yeah. And even with Ian Banks, like, in that universe, it's super normal to change your sex, like, every day. That's like a very far future anarchist utopian setting. I can't believe it. Oh, you got it! Nice! Congrats! Wonderful! Hey, that's really amazing. Please post a picture in the Discord. I want to see that green wonderful egg.
What did you say your first ever shiny was again?
Shinx. In Diamond and Pearl. Pearl, actually.
Oh, so you didn't get any on Emerald back then?
No. They're very rare, you know. I'm so... Like, this is not full on... This is kind of circumventing the odds, what I'm doing here.
Okay, so you've never gotten a shiny in Emerald without what you're doing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no, actually, I mean, I had to look for a full art shiny, before I was able to do RNG manipulation, and I did find that one, but other than that, no. And well, the thing is, in gold, silver, and crystal, you get a guaranteed shiny Gyarados, but that doesn't count. Like, it's programmed to be shiny.
So it's not really...
Yeah, I never count that one. But other than that, no. My brother found some shinies, but all the shinies he found, he failed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where he couldn't catch them, or?
Well, the first one was in silver, where he found a shiny Rattata, and I think he got really trolled because there was a rumor in school that when there's Pokemons that are viruses, and when they twinkle, they're viruses, and then he fled. So that was that, and then he tried that shiny chaining method in Diamond, and he accidentally fled. I feel bad for him, but it was a Bidoof, so I don't know how much he lost.
I've never gotten a shiny.
Well, you can't get a shiny if you don't play Pokemon. I mean, I do think it's...
Once I knew what I was doing.
I mean, I do think it's probably harder to not fall into that trap of basic gender roles that you might think, so I can't always blame them for that. Yeah, I don't blame him, it's just... That's one aspect of the books, or the novels, that I don't like. Put a bitter taste in my mouth, but otherwise it's a very well written book, I have to say. Some really interesting concepts.
Or is this the movie?
No, not Moby Dick. Flea Body Problem.
Oh, okay.
I punch my pillow on the 20th of every month. I don't know why.
Same.
That's very interesting. I'm not going to stop you, Phantom Fox. My fictional story gender is not important. It's mostly focused on characters being cool, female or male. It doesn't matter. In my stories, there's people who... I mean, yeah, gender doesn't matter in my story as well, because it's you can be a hermaphrodite crocodile with purple dots on them tomorrow if you want to, because you can just print that body and transfer your consciousness. And if you don't feel like being that again, you can just reverse that process fully. So gender is just it's like, oh, that guy has blonde hair or red hair. That's it. Oh, I thought you were saying the books were written in a time in real life where men were mostly in control. Kind of. No, it's like in the future, where it's more progressive, but it's still a sausage fest, unfortunately. I like to separate things and give them specific roles and simplify and put things in boxes. Yeah, unfortunately, our brains just kind of do that. And if you look at science, we're closer to each other than we think we are. I think a lot of it is nurture, not nature. Even if that were the case, where women were oppressed in the future, there's a fine line between writing that for the sake of themes and allegory to a current situation and just sexism. Absolutely. I mean, Ian Banks's future is a paradise, essentially. It's like fully automated gay space communism, as some memers on the internet always like to say. But there are some corners of the galaxy where there's absolutely no rules and they still have money. And that's where you see sexism. But the way Ian Banks wrote about it, you can see it's clearly like a Marxist critique and not sexism. It's in the future. I thought you were talking about the past. In that case, why would you even make the woman less smart? Sure, it's not a case of a dumb character just happening to be a woman. But then why do all the dumb characters why are they all women? It's just... It's just that it just feels like, oh, that benevolent womanly figure that's like in a harsh universe where we only need men, that's uncounted for it. That's what I got from reading the books.
I don't know understood where the dumb blonde stereotype came from.
I think from how's she called again? Marilyn Monroe. Not Marilyn. Marilyn Monroe is someone else. No. Yeah, that model.
Yeah,
what's her name again? Oh, no, I was correct.
Yeah, you were.
But she was doing a bit, and she's not even a real blonde, like she was dyed.
That was her character.
Yeah, that was her character. She actually apparently was intelligent, but then again, I don't care for celebrities. It's bold nature, but IV's not the best. I'll see if I can figure out how Discord works. I've never used it before. Do you have the link? Oh, you're on your computer now, so I assume it works. No glitches anymore. Like I was saying that the Free Body Problem was released in 2006. Oh yeah, in the 2000 it was. So the author theoretically shouldn't be sexist depending on where they live. I mean, you can read it yourself and make your own, like paint your own picture. But if you look up Free Body Problem novel critique, you basically get that over and over again. Like, I'm not the first one to notice.
Free Body
Problem.
Okay, I need to look that up.
As for that, there's also a difference between writing a stupid female character and consistently writing poor female characters. Yeah, it's more of the latter, honestly. Well, wait a minute. Are you saying Bidoof isn't important? Nah, I was joking. How dare you? You are a fascist person for this evil opinion. Can't believe it. How dare you make an apology video? Yes, I'm gonna make an apology video, like a 3-hour one. I'm sorry, Ahmed. I love Bidoof now. I converted to Bidoofism. Decided to move here because my phone is stupid.
What's a Bidoof?
Oh, that's a Pokemon. It says right here. Kind of a meme Pokemon. Like, you can have a stupid female character, but when all of those females are stupid and have some stereotypical trait, then it's a serious problem. Yeah, that's kind of what it... At least that's how I saw it. I could be wrong, though. My old neighbor rubs banana peppers on her face. I think she likes banana peppers. Wait, is that just a random thing you say, Phantom Fox, or did you catch her do that?
This is the banana juice. It's actually really good.
Is that like a new health fad again? Oh, good luck with the shiny Miltank. Yes, I have one. Finally. The first time I encountered one was the time I captured one. What books? Free Body Problems by... Oh god, I don't even know how to... Body Problem... Novel. It's like a trilogy of hard sci-fi.
Oh, is that one of the things you got yesterday?
Yesterday, you mean?
Yeah. Is that one of the books you got yesterday?
Yeah. Like, it's a trilogy.
I'm assuming you've read them before.
Yeah, I have. I mean, I said that multiple times earlier. I mean, I do think that stereotyping is kind of just an innate thing our brains do. Yes, that's true. But we do, I mean, we're not only our instincts, right? We are more than that. We can actually, we have a neocortex, we can judge our thoughts. And we're not slaves to what our brain chemistry is telling us, at least not as much as other animals. We have the instinct to categorize and simplify things. Yes, it's easier to see the world like that. Now I hate Hypno, by the way, my friend made me hate it. Why? At least in my writing I make characters first and assign a sex second. So it's kind of funny how my two male characters are like scrawny little guys and my female character is the muscle of the group. I mean, with my main characters I actually made it so that so there's 4 protagonists in my story. And 3 of them are female. But I did it because there just is no freaking hard sci-fi media out there, or barely any, where most of them are female, like the protagonists and in science. But... And also just the being very rational and very scientific while also being a girly girl. You just almost never see that in media, and it just pisses me off. That's why I wrote it. But still, I also have male characters who are there and are important. But then again, in that universe, being the gender that you are is not, like, it's really not that important. There's also a stereotype of men being dumb. Homer Simpson and Peter Griffin come to mind. Yes. That is true. Poor writing of female characters is kinda cringe. Kinda cringe. I'm saying it's harder to actually do right than you would probably think. Yeah. You also have to realize that those examples are both comedies, that's true. The women in those shows have also plenty of stereotypical traits, and that's intentional. And also, just because you write something, that's like just media literacy lately has been going downhill so much. People see Attack on Titan having war, and then they think, oh, that's pro-war, even though it's not. Like, it shows that war is hell. And just people, like, do you not reflect on what you see? Do you not, like, The Handmaid's Tale, that story, I'm very certain that the author is not for a totalitarian, theocratic state where women are just breeding machines.
And they're not intending it to be seen.
No, it's a critique on that. It's just like, it's a critique, exactly.
This is really nice, by the way.
Oh, is that the juice that you bought?
Banana stuff.
The what, the?
Banana juice.
Ah, banana
I
juice.
think I would like it.
Oh, you need to try the banana juice, just fruit juice in general in Italy. It's really good.
I've never seen banana juice before.
No? Oh. I have had it before, even banana milkshake or banana milk.
We get the milkshakes, yeah, but I've never seen it specifically say banana juice. That was new to me.
Still no, not even one encounter, but oh well. Leperberry Extreme Evo Boost Baton Pass Prankster Shuckle in pure Hackmons. That's just the devil. Who says AOT is pro-war? Do they say Django is pro-slavery? Probably. I've seen the most brain-dead, zero media literacy takes on the internet and in real life. Like, I literally talked to ex-friend who really thought things like that. Or he said that Breaking Bad, and listen Amit, this would grind your gears as well. He said Breaking Bad was written terribly, and I'm like, what the hell?
What did he watch?
Like, the stuff he likes is like Naruto Shippuden and like really stereotypical stuff that's not written well. And then he comes around and says Breaking Bad, which is masterful writing, everything works out. It's like one of the best. I mean, in terms of writing, I really took a lot of notes because Vince knows what he's doing, the writer. My fiction story is more like dark, grim world full of darkness and despair, and a battle between the good that is rotten by bad and evil that realize that they are in the wrong. I mean, you can have a grim, dark setting and make that work out well.
So if you had to choose a favourite show, would it be Breaking Bad?
Oh, it's a good I don't really do favorites with shows and games and movies. Like, that's hard. But it's among my favorites, definitely. I mean, just in terms of writing quality, it's really good. You should. It's on Netflix. Just binge it, and just why do some people just seem to not really be able to separate fiction and reality? That's a good question, Smokey. That's a really good question. Banana juice, what secret shiny boost drink is this? You're gonna get a shiny now, James.
Hopefully. See what happens.
Attack on Titan is kind of pro-war though. Yeah, but I wouldn't say pro-war. Yeah, thanks for committing genocide for our sake, that was absolute BS. I was like, what the hell? But to be fair, that was only in the manga. It got changed in the anime. The ending is very questionable though, yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. AOT obviously wasn't intentionally pro-war, but it has a lot of bad messages in parts of it. That's true. That's true. Hey there, Autobot AI. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Nose pass? Oh yeah, I got that one. I think over 2 months ago via Rock Smash actually. Also throwing gastro acid for those pesky wonder guarders. Hmm? Oh, a gastro acid is like an attack in Pokemon where the ability gets deleted.
Okay.
Yeah. Just explaining to him the Pokemon lore, essentially. I wouldn't. I don't. If AOT is really pro-war, at least I've gotten a lot of it that war is hell. Alright, enjoy your dinner, Saltmon. Doesn't even go that deep though. I've never seen Attack on Titan, but it's just like an anime thing. Is anyone actually gonna watch it and get from that? Yes, I want war now. It goes deep at certain places, but he kind of messed up the ending.
What, of Breaking Bad?
No, of Attack on Titan.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
It's not to mention that the author may be Japanese apologist. Yeah. And believe that Japan was a victim against Korea, so I don't know what the message was meant to be. That is true. That was always... That's a problem I have with Japanese being apologists. Like, they committed atrocities and they just do like that never happened, and that's horrible.
Is Attack of Titan worth?
Yeah, I would say. Just the ending kind of sucks. Hey there, 7 Apples. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? A lot of idiots online think Eren is the coolest dude ever. Oh, he became a villain at the end. Like, I despised him in the end because he just, without spoiling too much, but he just... Oh god, he becomes a monster. A lot of, they think he's cool, but that's like, as I said before, zero media literacy. Trying to make themselves Eren. Oh god, no. I've seen it a few times as well, unfortunately. Doing good, how about you? Well, I had a pretty rough day today. I had a headache. And I had to vomit for some reason. But I took a nap before the stream and now I'm good. But yeah, it's... Maybe AOT being pro-war was not the best example. Let me think of something else. Or maybe the Death Note portraying Light Yagami as a stable person, even though, or being in the right, even though that's not what I got from it. So in my opinion, I get what you're saying about media literacy, but AOT probably isn't the best example. Yeah, that's why I said it's not really, thinking back now, it's not the best example, true. I admit that. You can, like, have a villain character, but I'm assuming that's not what you mean. No, he's a, the fact that, sorry, the fact that he became a hero, a villain protagonist is not a problem. It's just that people were rooting for him when he became that monster. That's what I mean. Like, they actually liked him then more. Eren is awful at the end, abuses people, murders more. Oh yeah, a lot of them. Yeah, people still think that version of Eren is so like them, and that they are just like Eren Yeager for real. Jeez, so you're saying I like to commit genocide? Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's a red flag if I ever... That's more red flags than a Chinese military parade. Japan is one of those countries that people only see good side and ignore the bad side. Yeah, that is true. Especially weeaboos. Or weebs. They killed more than, I think, 2 million Asians in China and Southeast Asian countries and North Korea. Oh, that unit 731. You don't wanna... Do not read what they did. When I read that, I had to cry. And I was very close to vomiting because it was so repulsive. And in their history books, they're like not talking about that at all. They're just ignoring it. They're just like...
I haven't heard of it.
You know, it's really... Mass graping without the G. Human experimentation. Just essentially the worst you can think of. They did that. just out of pure spite and hatred. It's horrible. I mean, just that Wikipedia page alone. Usually I don't cry by reading Wikipedia pages, but that is just... oh god. Einheit, it's a unity.
Okay.
Where does it say Einheit? I'm kind of just playing devil's advocate here, but maybe they like a specific aspect of the character, or I don't know, just like a joke. I don't know, you know, there was a subreddit as well, where people were defending or like being behind another fascist character in the show. Unironically, in the beginning I thought it was ironic, but then I realized, oh my god, they're actually not ironic.
And then the Americans tried to cover it up.
Oh yeah, Americans also. Well, that's not the first covering up story they did. It's really. I mean, you'll lose your faith in humanity if you read upon that. And that's one thing that I really don't like about Japan, that they just do as if that doesn't exist.
I can't lose what I've
Mm.
ever had. Faith in humanity.
Yeah, that's true. You can't just like you can't have a bad conscience if you don't have a conscience at all. I don't read that stuff. I'm sensitive. I'm very empathetic and sensitive, but my brain's curiosity usually wins, and that's tragic.
I've seen some weird things.
I mean, the character's name is Floch, Floch. No, it's actually Floch. It's a very Germanic setting, so I assume and also that's how they pronounce the name. People have turned it into a joke, but I guarantee you that not everyone meant that as a joke. Yeah. You see this in a lot of those super ironic communities where it starts as all irony and then it's lost. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Hey there, Luna the Light Fury. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Oh, you got a new phone? Nice. Congrats. What phone is it, if I am allowed to know? So many good things happening to my viewers. I'm really happy. Like, I'm actually feeling so much better now. Not only because of the nap, but Ahmed having the great grades for sake of getting the shiny Chansey. And now Luna got a new phone. That's really wonderful. That's the good part about being an empathetic person. If someone is happy, you're happy as well.
Mine has a weird camera button which I never use.
A camera button? Oh.
Because that's the new one.
That's the new one, yeah. I have the iPhone 15, you have the 16, right?
Yeah.
Pro?
Yeah,
Oh.
but I don't... It's still bigger than my other one. But no, the camera button is straight.
Japan also was alongside with Germany back in World War II. Oh yeah, they were. Unfortunately also with Italy. They were the bad guys back then. I mean, to be fair, in a war, there's a lot of bad guys, but not saying that automatically makes the US Americans or the Russians good, because they were on the good side.
I actually don't remember any of the history I did at school.
Oh.
Because I just couldn't pay attention. But I remember an episode, a lesson where we talked about the moon landing because the teacher thought it was fake.
Oh my god.
Like that's
someone like that is a teacher and gets paid to say
well,
that.
She didn't exactly. Well, no, okay, let me rephrase that. She wasn't exactly saying it was fake. She was just.
No, but
the whole lesson was about: is it fake? Is it not?
Okay, yeah, that's a different. But that's just pointless. It's not fake.
No, I always knew that.
It's just why are we wasting time on that discussion again?
It's just strange that to me that's the one history lesson I can remember.
I'm so jealous of my mom. She saw it live on TV.
Oh, she did.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And like everyone, apparently, like I think her family was among the first to have a TV in the neighborhood, and apparently they were all in one small room, all staring at the TV in 1996, in 1969, and she said everyone was crying, and she said she never, like she can remember every single detail.
I think I remember you telling me that because You said that they were quite popular that day. Because
yeah.
they wanted to, yeah.
Yeah, they had I think they were the first ones to have a TV and a... back then, they weren't real refrigerators. Like, there was a guy whose job it was to bring ice blocks or ice cubes to your door so you can put them in a closet. And that was a refrigerator. And if you... Yeah, me neither, but it was like that back then.
I'm guessing it was like that back here, not everywhere. Because my grandparents told me they had an actual refrigerator.
Oh yeah, I mean that was Luxembourg back then, of course. But yeah,
It was a poor country at one point.
every country was technically poor at one point.
As in like.
No, she was poor. She came from a poor family.
What,
Both of my parents technically. I mean, my Italian side were immigrants from Italy because they got jobs here and not there.
Okay.
And my mom, I mean, they were 7 kids, and it was just a hard time back then.
When did the housing problem start, or has it always been like that?
No, it started around 2008 when the crisis happened. The financial crisis?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember people talking about
Yeah. That's when it started.
When the money went missing and no one knows what happened to it.
We know exactly what happened. A bubble burst, and it was the bank.
I don't
okay,
know what
but we never recovered from that. Oh, that's lame. I mean, it's a long thing to explain, but basically they were giving out loans where they shouldn't have.
Okay.
That's like really in a layman's very laconic way of saying it. Also, I will say that I do like Eren a lot as a villain. Yeah, same. But like enjoying Thanos or something. Yeah, exactly. You can enjoy a villain character. It's just a matter of if you agree with their points. Sometimes you agree more with the villain than with the heroes. Vlog follows Eren, but he's like you can see he's really into a fascist uprising. So even if that's true, I don't think the problem is the people making it a joke, but it's the people making it not a joke anymore. Yeah. You're giving it a time machine that allows you to change one historical event. However, you can only use it once, and you can't return to the present to see the results. What event would you change? I think I wouldn't go back. Because everything would be completely different. And I mean, a lot of people would probably say, oh, go back and assassinate Hitler. But what if you do that, come back, and then there's a worse one? I mean, this... well... As much as I hate Trump, he's not worse than Hitler right now. That is really hard being worse than that, I mean... No, I wouldn't. I would be very wary of entering a time machine, actually. If I could, and I could just return back and nothing would change, I would probably... I mean, imagine going to cavemen or just the Middle Ages and showing them phones and video games. Oh, well, you'd get burned at the stake. They'd think I'd be a witch or something. Or I just have to sell it. No, you know what? What's a funny thought? I mean, I already have long blonde hair. I just put I have an angel costume from back then. I just put an angel costume on, and I'm just saying I have a message from Jesus Christ. I think they're gonna believe me.
Wait, from back when?
They're like to the Middle Ages.
Oh, right, yeah.
No, you mean the when I had the costume, 2014. Like it's a tradition in Luxembourg where the last, like the high school graduate, the last ones that graduate high school, the girls dress in angel costumes or elf costumes. And then one guy dresses as Santa Claus and goes around the classes interrupting them, and then we throw chocolate and stuff at them. Like that's a thing. Yeah, that's a thing we do. And I was an angel. Oh. And I was giving out condoms. And I was saying, protect yourself, you don't want an STD.
Were you?
Yeah, I was giving out condoms. Some of them were even flavored. They were making jokes like, if I use that, will I go to heaven?
I thought you were going to say used.
Huh?
I thought you were going to say used.
What the hell? Used condoms? Ew. Oh, jeez.
There's some weird things I've seen on the internet.
Oh god, yeah, I mean, if you look hard enough, you find horrible things. I'm not gonna name them because then I'm gonna pique curiosity again, and I wish I could unsee these things, honestly. Morbid curiosity is not a good thing, trust me. There's so many things that I wish I could unsee.
Like what?
Okay, I'm gonna mention it then, like some dudes with a hammer. I think it was in Serbia, or where was it? They just killed people with a hammer.
That's not
And yeah, or just life leak things. Like people dying. Top Girl. Well, you opened the can of worms now, so I'm gonna say it. What else? Yeah, no, I don't think I need to say more. Just don't look that up, please. Don't. Not worth it.
Look what up.
What I just said.
What, any of them?
Yeah, any of them.
I've already seen them. Some of them.
Really? You've seen Top Girl? You know what it is? What is it then?
I can't say it on the stream.
Are you sure? I mean, you can say the medical terms. It's just a... Oh no, don't look it up. Just don't, it's not worth
My
it.
sister showed it to me when I was younger.
What the hell?
She thought it was funny.
It's not funny. That's disgusting. Love ironic comedy. I saw that firsthand where people were making poop and fart jokes and then you get actual rackets in there eventually who make ironic racist comedy and it's not meant ironic. Yeah, it's just a veil that they hide behind. It's an excuse, usually. And now what if I tell you there are celebrities that is Japanese German who loves Italians, who's an artist? Literally the most Nazi type combination, and I'm not joking. I wouldn't be surprised. The Japanese are unfortunately very conservative.
I won't get into detail, but I know that the Top Girl thing is basically she's lying down and it's basically...
Yeah, in her own waste, in her own excrement, yeah. Why would you do that? It's just...
Do you remember the You're the Man, No Dog thing?
Yeah, I remember that really clearly.
It still exists, you can still use it, but... My brother and sister found it on there and thought it was funny.
I also saw crazy crap on there.
That's
like
why-
the Goatse thing. Oh god.
What, sorry?
Goatse.
Goatse.
Okay, it's good that you don't know what that is.
But now I'm curious.
Okay, I just opened up the Pandora's box, unfortunately.
How do you spell it?
Goatse. Not even sure if I can say that on stream, but now it's too late. At the end of the day, it just feels like people not being able to separate fiction and reality again. Yeah, that's what it is, exactly. I don't like bullfighting, I'm very sensitive, but I eat cow. Does that make me a hypocrite? No. No, not really. Because having cows, at least where in Luxembourg, you can see the cows when you drive somewhere because they just have huge plains of grass where they can live and eat, and they have pretty good lives. And bulls are just, they're forced to fight in a really violent death. Or that's their fate, essentially. And with cows, at least in Luxembourg, and in many European countries, they get immediately stunned and killed, so they don't even know that they're going to die. I think that's more humane. Changing the past is incomprehensibly dangerous. Yes, true. The butterfly effect, as it's commonly referred to. You're given the opportunity to switch bodies with anyone in the world for 1 year. Would you do it? If so, who would you choose? Good question. I don't think I would want to do that. I don't even know with whom I would swap the bodies with, and then he would have my body, or she. They, yeah. Who needs condoms when I can shoot the seed in my part? No, I'm not gonna comment on that. You have to realize everyone here has morbid curiosity too, I think, yeah. But mine is sometimes just I can't win. My brain always wins, unfortunately. I don't watch those gory videos either. I'm too coward. No, that's a good thing, Max Power. That's a good thing. You don't want to see that. There's also one video that I'll never unsee, where someone jumps into the water. I think it's in Saudi Arabia. Or maybe Iran. Some Muslim country. And he jumps into the water, and he jumps really poorly. And he ends up hitting his face against a pole in the water, and then you just can see in the water just blood, and then afterwards you see him on the operating table, and his face is split in two. It's so. And then people have translated what the doctor said in Arabic. He said, "What the hell am I even supposed to do with this?" And of course he didn't survive. But yeah, you don't need to see that, honestly.
Let me just look it up.
Thank God for Santa's elves and angels preventing STTs every day. God bless. And it always uses the wrong flag. That's ironic comedy, you know.
What flag is that?
It's from oh crap, I should know. Oh, I should know. I know my flags. Someone help me, please. It's from a South American country. That's what I know. I'm too squeamish about blood. If I was drafted during World War II days, I don't know what I'd do. Yeah, that's... I hope we don't have to go through a draft again. I don't want our men to suffer. I don't want anyone to suffer. Max Power's really hitting chat with most craziest hypothetical questions. I would switch with Jonna so we just rightfully rule over this channel as it was intended from the very beginning or something like that. You get the opportunity to swap bodies and you do it to get control over a channel. Interesting. I'm gonna be an Andrew then. Oh, Uruguay. No, wait. No, that's...
No.
That's another one.
Hang on.
Ah. That was Argentina. Please type Uruguay flag. Oh, Liberia? Oh, it's not Uruguay. Oh, then my bad. It's Liberia. Sorry. That was another brain fail. Well, there's a spider hanging down. Oh, bye-bye. I'm being serious though. I don't know who I'd switch with. Oh, it is Liberia. There you go. Should have known. Very embarrassing for me. Probably someone in power, so I can hopefully change injustices or something akin to that. Most things don't really affect me anymore. Yeah, that's when you've been traumatized. Anything that hits you afterwards, you've already seen hell. Yeah, that's like you're like desensitized. You describing the video makes me curious what it looks like. I've never see a head split into. No, you're gonna regret it, Max Power. Don't do it. It's not worth it. I guarantee, Jonna, you will not want to be me. Being an Andrew is a curse worse than death. Aw. I mean, I would feel very strange because then, yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna mention it. What if my husband wants to make love, then he makes, yeah, no, that's really wrong, and then it's not me. Like, if Kaiser and me swapped bodies, and like my husband wants to make love to me, then it's not to me, it's he'd sleep with Andrew. But in a Jonna body. Can we switch with Trump and save this country for him, please? Oh god. Oh god, imagine being Trump. Sure, the nation will wonder why Trump is suddenly like far left, yes. And then, if I'm Trump, I'm gonna write, what are those called again? Where they write something and then it comes into effect immediately?
Books.
No, not books. The specific law for that, or a term for that. But everything is mandatorily pink now.
Laws?
No, not a law. No, it's something where they write it as a precedent. It's something that you can do in America, but I forgot the specific term. As someone who used to see... Oh yeah, I also was on r/watch people die. Yeah, don't do it. But that sub got taken down, luckily. It's not there anymore.
So you said it was like a presidential...
I'm sure that maybe Kaiser or someone else here will tell me what it is, but... Like, Trump is very fond of these. No, I don't watch the video, I can't do blood and gore. I'm just saying you make me curious. It's a pain sometimes being curious about something you don't want to watch. Oh, tell me about it. That's the story of my life sometimes. No. You're not gonna find it with a couple of words like that. I'm trying to think of the word, I just can't. I feel like that stuff grosses me out way less than it should. Like, I don't like seeing it. I don't like seeing it either, but my brain is just like, yes, but how would that look? And then I immediately regret it because I'm very empathetic and I feel terrible. There was just one where I didn't feel terrible, and that's really morbid, but it was a grapist, a video of a grapist that was on LiveLeak. A video of a grapist who he graped, and I mean grape without a G, of course, a girl, and the father of the daughter chained him somewhere, and he let his pit bull eat his genitals. I didn't feel bad for him, but that was still very gory and brutal.
How did you even find that?
Morbid curiosity.
I know, but how did you...
Like online, it just... You have one guy going, oh yeah, LiveLeak, do you know that? You'll see everything, nothing is censored. Like even accidents, and then you don't want to believe that something like that can just be found on the internet, and then you go on the main page and you see that. Or you click on it and you no, that can't be, and then, oh yes, it can be.
I have used, not intentionally, but I have been on LiveLeak before.
I think LiveLeak and Ogre and Rotten.com, all of these websites, they're not online anymore.
I don't know what Ogre is.
Ogre, it was like LiveLeak or Rotten.com, same thing.
I remember Vidly, it was like a YouTube thing. I don't think anyone else knows what I'm talking about.
Not gonna lie, I didn't think about that. Take it back. Yeah, I would be really uncomfortable with that idea.
Oh no, it was called Vidler, not Vidly.
Vidland.
No.
Vidla?
I think so.
Trump is fond of what exactly? It's like he wrote something and then he showed that piece of paper into the camera and that got memed, and like that law comes into effect. I can't explain it differently. It has a very specific term, but I for the love of God can't think of it right now. Also update, I'm ending the friendship with the person in an hour. We are meeting up to talk. Oh no. Oh, well, I know it's hard, but you need to get through it, and then once it's over, it's over. I wish you all the strength that you need, Kaiser. Vidler?
Yeah.
Never heard of that. I'm so low-key using the stream to not think about that. Well, at least if that stream can calm you down, that's good. Yeah, LiveLeak, I mean, last time I checked, LiveLeak got taken down. Can't even watch dogfighting. How in the world could I watch someone's heads being split? Yeah.
You can still get through it if you use the Wayback Machine.
Yeah, but like it's not the entirety of the website. Used to think all the effed up stuff was mostly on the deep web. Upon seeing the full video on the Station nightclub on YouTube, I realized that is far from the case. Oh yeah, I've seen that as well, unfortunately.
What's the other one you said? LiveLeak, Goshen, what was the other thing?
Rotten.com, also not there anymore. Executive order, thank you, that's what it is. It's not really a law, but it's complicated. Yeah, it's not really a law either, but I also don't know how to explain it. There's some messed up stuff on YouTube as well, just... You can see people die on YouTube. Like there was a video... Nice. There was a video of I forgot his name, but there was a politician who shot himself in the mouth while live on television, and you can see that on YouTube, and you can even hear the blood trickling on the. No, I do not recommend that. And if you have the bingo card, morbid stuff on stream, you can poke that 4 or 5 times.
I accidentally came across a Facebook live stream of someone hanging themselves.
Oh yeah, there's also like the Ronnie McNutt case where he committed, you know, suicide on stream.
This was like a 12-year-old girl.
Oh no.
Like 10 years ago, but I still remember it.
I'm gonna go to sleep, have a nice dream and a shiny hunt, and goodbye for everyone.
Oh, thank you. Good night.
Well, yeah, thank you for being part of the stream, Amit, and really being a good role model here and going to bed early for school. Wow. So, yeah, hopefully I'm gonna see you tomorrow. And until then, goodbye, good night, sleep tight, and do not let the bedbugs bite. Just imagine switching bodies and then I have to go to your husband and be like, so look, yeah, that would be, yeah. Ahmed is gonna sleep good tonight after the blood and gore topics. Yeah, I don't know why this always, like, if you see me in person, I'm just like a Barbie girl, very soft, very gentle. I played Pokémon and then the topics are this. That's just the thing. I don't even know why, but I just, you know, ask me how I've been. I'll probably tell you good or not good. I can't lie on that. That was a social faux pas that I've committed. When people ask me how you're doing and I said, oh, actually not good, and they look at me like I was an alien.
Oh. Yeah, being honest.
Because you're not supposed. It's like a greeting apparently, but I don't see it as a greeting. I'm just. Yeah.
You're just saying how you are when you're answering that question.
Complete Jonna lore.
Oh, change topic. I just thought. Didn't you say your, I think, hairdresser's son also watches this?
Oh, not a hairdresser. How do you say it? I don't even know what the English. Just. Esthéticienne in French.
What do they do for you?
Like treatments or waxing and that.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah.
And massages.
But do you know who they are? As in on here? Do you know?
Yeah. But he's not here right now. But yeah, he was in the stream a couple of times, and I spoke French to him.
Who is it? Do I know?
I don't remember the name, no. I like Pokemon. Me too. Me too. Trump loves executive orders because you can basically send funds and change simple things in the nation without having to go through the House and the Senate. It's not good. Yeah, that's what it is. So it's a different process from normal codification of laws.
Yeah.
And you bypass the House and the Senate when you do that. And that's why he loves it. That's why I think Trump has done hundreds of executive orders, while other presidents have barely even done one, if I'm not mistaken. If I am mistaken, just please do correct me.
Change the topic. Have you ever had one of those dreams where you're like drifting off and then in the dream you just hear like a loud noise, but it sounds like it happened in reality?
Sometimes, yeah.
Like this morning when I slept really well last night, thankfully. But when it was like
good.
At 8 o'clock this morning or something, I fell back to sleep again.
Mm.
And it sounded like I heard someone shouting behind me, and I actually spoke in real life as well.
Mm.
So I was just responding, I was like, yeah, what's up? But then I realised I said that out loud. Because I was just drifting off and whatever that was woke me up. Because it sounded like Cameron actually talking to me, but he wasn't even up yet.
No, he wasn't up. I had that like on when. Oh yeah, that was before we went to the convention on Sunday. Someone in the someone in my dream said something, and the line was, and then the most important aspect, which is, and then the alarm rang.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, okay.
But I've had dreams where in the dream I've heard like a really loud, like siren or alarm, and that would have actually woken me up.
I don't understand, like, sometimes my husband is like this, the alarm rings and he doesn't hear it. I can't do that.
I
Like,
don't even set
that
alarms.
just wakes me up. No, that would be way too dangerous for me, not setting alarms. I would just sleep too long.
It's because I'm used to doing jobs that involve me waking up at like 6:30, and I just naturally wake up at 6:30 ever since.
Oh, even when you're, like, during a weekend?
Yeah.
But then, do you just stay awake, or do you then go back to sleep?
No, normally if I wake up at that time, I just can't get back to sleep again. So even if I'm not doing anything that day, I'm still awake at 6:30. But then I go to bed at like 22:30, so I still get the whole 8 hours.
As a former middleman for black market info trade, I can tell you the stuff on the dark web is so much worse than the easily accessible videos. Oh, sounds interesting. Middleman for black market info trade.
How do you get to the dark web?
For example, via Tor Onion browser.
Oh.
But, like, I wouldn't recommend doing that.
New idea for a stream.
People have done that. I think some ordinary gamer was on a website that sells drugs or, like, weapons. But that sounds like a story, 7 Apples. Of course, you're not forced to delve into it. But, yeah, the dark web, I actually have a story.
Oh.
Out of sheer curiosity, I just went... the Onion Tor wiki has several links where it sends you to creepy websites, so to speak. And I clicked on one, and it was live webcam feeds. And it was nothing on it. Well, it was like a black or very dark room. And then I realized, oh, there's someone sleeping, and they hacked their webcam.
Oh.
And I just immediately closed it and was so freaking scared. I'll never forget that. Never went on there again. Never ever.
Gosh.
And there's also sayings of red rooms. Apparently live streams where people get tortured and you can pay with Bitcoin. I don't know if those things are true, but I don't want to find out. I really don't want to find out.
Is it this?
There's a Tor Onion browser on the... I have it on my computer.
What's the thing you went into to find all those weird links?
Don't go there.
No, I'm not.
No, please, because there's really highly illegal stuff on there.
I'm not asking to go.
Okay, because the FBI could be up... Not the FBI, but the European ones or the UK ones can be in front of your door and ask you why were you clicking on that.
I'm not asking what it was.
It's the...
How to get to it.
You can only get... You can... It's like an Onion wiki, but you can only get to that wiki. You're downloading it.
I've got it downloaded, yeah, but I'm not actually...
But why would you download it and then not use it? You want to go on there, don't you?
No, okay.
James,
out
really?
of curiosity, yes, but I'm not going to...
Don't. Like, you know what's on there, right? Child pornography and other illegal stuff. And right now, a lot of governments are actually surveying the Onion browser because of that.
Okay, I didn't
so I don't want the police knocking at my door and saying, "Hey, what the hell are you doing?" No, this is really serious, James. This is not.
I'm not on it.
Yeah, don't. And you could get hacked if you don't know what you're doing on there.
Okay.
And then someone has access to your phone. I would not use it if you don't know what you're doing. Yeah, better not. I'm just saying.
Because I always thought it was... Well, to be fair, there's... For example... Okay, why have you got Opera GX downloaded if you don't use it?
Because you... Oh, I actually did download it because of I wanted to support a YouTuber. JRose11. He's a PokeTuber. And he got like a special thing where if you download it through his link, he would get a commission for it. And that's why I did it.
What was the commission?
It's a commission.
Right,
as in he gets money for people who download it through his link. That's what a commission is.
Oh, I thought you said you get a commission.
No, he got the commission. I wanted that. Hey there, Exiled Revenger. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? The dark web is extremely dangerous, yes. I mean, ask my brother. He knows someone who went on these sites as a joke, and he actually got onto a list of Luxembourgish police. Said, "What the hell are you doing?"
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you for warning.
Yeah, that's why please believe me when I say that. I don't say that just like out of stupidity.
Fun.
Yeah. Actually, there's a model of webcams that are made to be accessible to the internet. I mean, if you know what you're doing, there's so many cameras out there that are hacked. What's wrong?
You just sort of reminded me of something.
Okay.
So, when I was at school, me and someone that I was really close to, she has an older sister who's like 10 years older, and her sister warned her to not to go onto Google and type in. It was something like, it doesn't do anything now, but it was something like how to blow up Buckingham Palace or something like that.
Yes.
But if you back then, this was like 2007, but back then, if you put that into Google, you would get someone from like the police showing up at your door, because she tried it at school, and then the police came into the school. But if you do that now, then nothing happens. Because I tried it again about 10 years later, and obviously nothing happened.
Oh, I thought you were gonna blow up the palace. That would be based.
I thought about it.
I mean, which British person didn't think about it?
Okay, sure. But like, no, when you look that up now, it doesn't do anything.
But yeah, they're actually surveying the Tor Onion browser now because of that. There's a lot of PDF files that use it because, you know, it's not easy to trace. Or it just obfuscates your connection. And that's why it's called the Onion browser, because it's several layers of obfuscation.
See, I didn't realize that.
And I actually had to use the browser for the for a cybersecurity course that I had at university. And since then I haven't
used it since.
No.
I thought you downloaded GX because I kept talking about it. I didn't realize you'd already had it before that.
No, you talking about it and then the JRose thing made me download it, and now it auto launches when I boot up the computer, but I haven't used it really that much because I don't see the difference. It's not really that much faster than Chrome, but maybe once Chrome just glitches too much, then I'll switch.
I haven't used Chrome in like a year because of GX. I don't use anything else anymore.
He's definitely going to go on it later out of morbid curiosity. Well, then go do that when you're at home, so the police will knock on your door, not on mine.
I'd rather not. I've got a job and I've got bills to pay. I don't want to ruin that.
Don't go in the dark deep web, not smart. If you're unprepared and can't hide your tracks, you will absolutely be incarcerated or hacked or worse. Yeah.
If you use incognito mode, there's no evidence.
No, that's also not true. That's like very naive, actually. Have you not heard about the incognito scandal?
No.
Ah, well, look that up. You're not actually incognito. Google is still selling your data.
No.
Like that's nonsense. The incognito
I
one.
sell it first.
No, you don't.
I'll sell my own data and then you can't do anything with it.
I know that situation, not being able to be with someone you have feelings for. Yes, it's horrible. People who go on there and get wrapped up in sex trafficking, and they aren't the people doing the trafficking, if you catch my drift. Yeah, that's what happened to that friend of... Was it my brother or someone else who told me this? I don't actually remember. It's not really that important. But he went on a site that had... where you could buy women, and then another one with weapons.
Buy women?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, they would kidnap women or girls, and you could buy a wife, like like human trafficking.
And they say romance is dead.
And he went on there, and it was like, haha, look, that's true. And then actually, like, the police contacted him, and they were like, we have a warrant to search your house, because the internet provider gave that information to the police.
Wait, this was your brother's friend that it happened to?
I think, yeah.
What, recently or?
When was that? 2000, I don't know when that was. But yeah, it did happen. So, And if you don't know what you're doing, or if you're not really tech savvy at all, you shouldn't go on there. You're gonna get hacked. There's like people just waiting for for normies to go on there.
Wow, I didn't realize any of that.
Yeah, that's why I said don't. Are you just chilling? Yeah, we're having morbid topics again today. That's why it's called Onion. I did not know that you know so much about this stuff, surprisingly. Why surprisingly? I went to university and I'm a huge nerd. Like, I read almost all the time when I'm alone.
I can vouch for that.
Imagine using Chrome. Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, the US military used to use the dark web as well as the UK. Yes, not
UK,
only them.
Yeah. No, I don't know if they still do, but... Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I mean, not the only governments in the world that use it. There are a lot of international powers that use the dark web still, yes. Or, I mean, I see what the point originally was of the dark web or the Tor Onion browser. So for independent journalists to be able to write about stuff that's happening around the world that they shouldn't do. But now it's basically just for the worst of humankind to monetize horrible crimes. When you start Fire Red or Leaf Green, what's gonna be your team?
I'll be on the
That's
team.
a good question. I think I wrote that down actually. So probably a Machop, No, you can't have Hoothoot on there unless you play through all the the post game, and then you can trade post Kantomon. Goldeen, Coughing, Magnemite, maybe some else. I'll see. I mean, there's so many shinies that I want to know, do or use. I mean, it's gonna be a shiny only challenge.
When is that?
When I get around to doing it, which I don't know when that is, but it is planned for next year. And once I get the capture card for the 3DS, then I'm also gonna do Generation 4 RNG manipulation and videos and streams. All Incognito does is erase cookies and history on your computer after you leave it. That doesn't mean Google doesn't keep it. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Is James a normie? No, wouldn't say so, but I don't know if you really you didn't know about, you assumed Incognito was working as intended, and then if you think that, then you shouldn't go on the deep web. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I never needed to use Incognito.
Hey there, Kryto Skywaker. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Yeah, been a long time.
Hello.
Hopefully you're doing good. I have a guest with me, James. As in real life, right next to me. Dark web gives me the creeps. Well, it gives me the creeps as well. I have not used the Onion browser at all since university.
Oh, I know you've been on the dark web, but
I regret it, honestly. It wasn't worth it.
I'm sure you didn't even. Did you try to find it? Or were you just curious and wanted to find it?
Well, I read about it.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to see, okay, what is this about?
Yeah,
because there's some things on the dark web that are on the dark web, but they're not necessarily creepy.
Yeah.
Or bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I had an interest in a computer science way. Or in from that angle I was interested.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you like Charmeleon over Charizard. He can't fly. Charizard is overrated and dies to any rock attack, and Charmeleon doesn't. I mean, it isn't that working as intended. The Incognito is just, for your history and your computer. Yeah, but people think that means that no one can trace you, which that isn't what it is. That's my argument. Oops, no! Sorry about that. Stupid Facebook. I mean, isn't that working? Yeah, I already read that, my bad. Doing good too. Just remember I spent most of my time watching random stuff like Corpse Party Wrong Ends. I don't even know what that is. Do I even want to know what that is?
What is?
I just read it. The Corpse Party Wrong Ends.
I have no idea what that is.
This you can find on the dark web. It's just terrible. Oh yeah, it is. It is.
Let's get a couple.
It's just like, yeah. Don't go on there if you don't know what you're doing. So Gyarados dies to any electric attack and everyone loves them. Yeah, but like, what I'm thinking of is Stealth Rock. Like you switch in Charizard and he's already as good as dead.
It's nothing really bad. It's just it's like a horror anime thing.
Ah, okay.
So nothing.
To be fair, some of these anime get really freaking messed up. Like they border on being legal, as in it's still animation, but it's like, why would you animate something that messed up? I love Seaking, one of my favorite Pokemon. It's a very good goldfish. I know it's competitively not that good, but I love using the hidden ability Lightning Rod Seaking because no one expects that, and then they just kind of scramble because they don't know what to do.
I like Seeking. I've looked at it.
Seaking is really good.
Have you got a shiny one?
Yes, multiple.
I still never got around to downloading the Escapade game you told me about. I think that's what it's called.
Escapade?
Escapade. It's something. It was a free game you told me to download once.
Sorry, I don't know. I don't know what you mean. You need to be more specific. If you know how to use the dark web, it can be a powerful tool, but its usefulness is overshadowed by the bad stuff. Yeah, exactly. 7 apples. That's how I see it as well. Oh, it's a horror game franchise. Ah, okay. Love Venusaur myself out of the starters. Oh, my husband also. He's like Team Bulbasaur or Team Venusaur. I'm Team Blastoise. Blastoise or just Squirtle was my very first Pokemon ever. And Blastoise holds a special place in my heart because it was the very first Pokemon that I leveled up to level 100. And I still remember when I traded it over to Crystal, because in Generation 2 you could see genders, or genders were a thing then. They introduced genders for Pokemon, and it was a female. So my usually starters are more likely to be male. And it was a female, and that meant I could breed it easily, and then I would give everyone little Squirtle babies. Do you pronounce it Seaking, or do you pronounce the same as the word seeking? Seaking. How can you pronounce it different? Seaking. Hey there, Rayman. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Have you found your limbs yet?
You what?
Rayman, the character, the video game character, doesn't have limbs.
Oh.
That was a stupid joke. On Discord, it's freaking hard to hunt for Pikachu because I want to get a shiny Pikachu. I have several shiny Pikachus. If you're interested in that, I'm thinking of doing a shiny giveaway on New Year's Eve. Maybe either that or Christmas. And that's gonna be fun. Mother Blastoise. Oh, I miss her. She got lost in time with the battery running dry, and then the save file got destroyed. Along with that was really freaking hard, but I managed to, on Crystal, I don't know why, but I did a run where my main Pokemon was Ariados, and I managed to beat the game with that. It was really hard because Ariados is very weak. But I managed to get it. But now, well, I need to change the batteries on my game because it can't save right now. Been trying to get a perfect 5 IV Suicune in Colosseum. Well, you got the Entei on Colosseum. That looks really neat. What do you think? Should I also be doing RNG manipulation on Colosseum?
I mean, if you can, I don't see why not.
I've never done it on Colosseum. It's like a very different process. But apparently, RNGing for good IVs in Colosseum is very easy, or not as complicated as it is on the cartridges. What happened?
I tried to sneeze, but I held it in.
Oh, that's not good.
No, I know.
I've sneezed on I've sneezed on stream before. You know, I've jump scared some of them. Yeah, good luck for Rayman. But that shiny Entei, I mean, shiny Entei out of the legendary beast from Johto, I think that shiny looks the best. If you're trying to get perfect 5 IVs, you gotta reset till you get a good seed. I mean, resetting for something for hours, that's already something that I do. So that shouldn't be too bad. If you're trying to get random shines, it's easy. Okay. In Leaf Green, I'm going for the Bulbasaur. And that would mean that as a roaming Pokemon, it will be Entei, and then I'll be going for the shiny Entei that way.
I'm also at the same time trying to find out what game it was you talked about ages ago. Some free thing began with this or something.
Free game? It's not Yumi Nikki, right?
No, because you said it was like some horror thing mixed with...
Mixed with?
I think, like comedy?
I'm sorry, you need to be more specific. That like says nothing. You have a GBA operator. It's amazing for backing up save files. Worth the price. I love mine. I have some like a chip that you put the games on and then it transfers this to your PC. But for some reason it doesn't work and I don't understand why. Or I'm maybe too stupid for this. But I definitely do want to back up my Game Boy saves. Blastoise is cool, yes. I love all the Gen 1 starters. Did you check out Lazy Hunter's vid? Yes. I have to say that video I like better than I'm a Blissy's video, even though I really like I'm a Blissy's videos. He usually does a really good job of explaining stuff. Or at least I can follow with his explanations. But that Lazy Hunter video was actually really good. I'm glad that I don't have to do that spread thing too much like in the earlier videos used that. Espionage? Oh, Cameron said that you should get it, not me. But I don't know if it's that. Well, I'm thinking I'm gonna head out, gotta talk to that person soon, and I'm kind of panicking about the whole situation. Or I wish you the best of strength, like everything, the best of luck. And if you feel down and I'm still streaming, then you are more than welcome then to come here and to wind down a bit. And thank you for being part of the stream, Kaiser. I hope this goes well for you. Good luck. As long as you know your secret ID, all you need is 3rd gen seed assistant. But can you RNG your secret ID like you can with Ruby and Sapphire? No, right? Lazy Hunter says okay a lot in his videos. I like to count how many times he says it. That's true, but sometimes I also say certain words over and over again. Alright, 5 seconds. Come on, give me at least one encounter, no? Oh, come on. At the moment, I'm shiny hunting Heatran in Pokemon Platinum. Good luck! So interesting, Heatran was the first legendary Pokemon that could be either male or female. And Lazy Hunter, but you can find your secret ID with getting a starter. Well, I am looking forward to getting a shiny Bulbasaur that way. You discover irrefutable proof that our universe is a simulation created by a higher civilization. You have the choice to continue living in the simulation or wake up into the base reality. What do you do? Oh crap, it's a Matrix all over again. Would that be a choice? Would that be possible to live out my simulated life first, and when that is at the end, I can wake up in the base reality? Just to satisfy my morbid curiosity?
I'm also guilty of morbid curiosity. But I think you know that already.
Got some trash metal playing in the background. Nice, do some hat banging, if you can. Nice thing about GBA operator is you can find the secret ID by just backing up the save. Well, of course, that is wonderful. GBA operator, let me see.
I've heard of it. I think it operates a Game Boy Advance. Oh.
Ah, that thing. Can you get it in Europe as well? Oh, from Epilogue. Yeah, I've heard it. I've heard that it exists.
What does it do?
Like, it backs up your Game Boy games, and you can also play them on the PC.
Oh.
And yeah, that's I mean, that's a way to find the secret ID, I suppose.
I've used that Game Boy camera thing before.
I have it. I had it since childhood, actually.
I think it was yours that you let me use once.
Yes. A red one, that was mine.
The quality is awful.
No, well, it's a Game Boy, what do you expect?
Okay.
Yeah, 4K in the 90s. Tried to look for shiny Pikachu, it's in Poke2's marketplace. But let's just say all of them are freaking overpriced. Oh, are you actually like buying shinies? Which some people do, that's fair. Hey there, Emo Kid, welcome back to the stream, how you doing?
Hi.
No, you can only pick one. If you choose to continue the simulation, then you die when you die in the simulation. Oh god, no. And the thing is, that's a risk, because you don't know what's outside of there. Maybe that's worse, or maybe it's so incomprehensible to my tiny, limited human brain that I'll collapse immediately. And now, I mean, the reality that I live in now, even if it's simulated, that's the one I know. That's a good question. Would I wake up? My answer tends towards no. He just asked that.
No, I'm sorry to interrupt, but what was I talking about?
Sometimes it's like you're high all the time. No, I'm just kidding. But that video game, that horror video game that was for free. You mean that?
No, after that.
Did you say anything? Maybe a viewer knows that. We were talking about that Epilogue GB operator.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I mentioned the camera, and then you said something like good quality in the 90s. But in 2005, I remember my uncle having a PC monitor. It was like a flat screen, but it was like higher than 1080.
Yeah, but that was like an exception, and that was 2005. That's not the 90s.
No, but still, Full HD in the early 2000s still wasn't really heard of yet.
Yeah. Stupid game. Give me an encounter at least. Jeez.
Or maybe it was. I could be wrong. Did they have Full HD back then?
What do you mean back then? Like what time back then?
So I know I said 2005, but was it common to see Full HD back then? Do you think?
I don't think so. No. If I remember correctly, no.
Because it was a monitor thing by a brand that makes the printers. It begins with an X. I forget what it is.
Xiaomi?
No.
Then I don't know. Yes, James is the one you hear in the background. He's with me here. I haven't tried RNG in XD or Colosseum. Me neither. I'd be interested. Although in XD the Shadowmon are shiny locked, unfortunately. But back then I didn't really care about HD, you know? Xerox,
I had one of those.
Oh god, I almost forgot they existed.
They made like a 24-inch 1200p thing.
It ships worldwide, now you got my
ago.
attention.
Oh wow, I am curious.
I'm checking how much that would cost to... Well, maybe I'll do that later, but
I can check if you don't mind.
I mean, I'll order it to my place then, but
But yeah, I am trying to get one of those again for like nostalgia, but they're really hard to find now.
But yeah, I do want to back up, like, my Pokemon Blue and my Pokemon Red cartridges have that CRT battery that lasts 40 years instead of 20. And there's some of them, some models can hold a charge for 40 years.
What is this in the...
In Pokemon Red and Pokemon Blue.
Oh.
And because I know an electrician, he explained that to me.
So basically in 20 years time, no Game Boy games will work?
Well, you can just... I mean, it's already happening to a lot of Game Boy games now. My yellow game cartridge, doesn't save anymore. For example, I need to replace the battery.
Okay.
And on my blue and my red, especially the red, because that's a childhood save file. I don't want to lose that one, so I'm hoping that I can actually back that one up before it goes, you know, before it goes bye-bye. And the thing is, with the epilogue, I think you can also just dump ROMs or just dump save files onto other cartridges. So that's neat.
Which one's yours? Just a second.
Not 54, what the hell? Oh, 12.85? That's not that bad.
So that's gonna be like €60?
Yeah, that's affordable. That's absolutely affordable. I'm thinking of getting this actually. Thank you for the... I knew it existed, I just forgot about the name.
€70. Still about...
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, I've paid for more than for other stuff. And if I'm gonna use that a lot, then yeah.
I paid 60 for my Action Replay disc, and it's just a small disc. So, but I use that a lot. I mean a lot.
But yeah, with your Wii and the Banana Blitz thing, I would look into homebrew surpass region lock thing.
I will do, because then it means I don't have to buy another homebrew. But I'm also wondering...
you can't buy homebrew, that's for free.
No, but as in...
freeloader, you mean?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
But then I'll also try it on the red Wii that I've got to see if it somehow works on that. I don't even have to use the cables they gave me, because I can just swap them over with the ones I've got at home. Just swap the consoles over.
Or you can do it like me, I have a red Wii here and my original childhood Wii in the other room.
Oh yeah, good point. I might do that actually. So I can put one in my own room as well.
Yeah. Yeah, he got a red Wii at the convention for €25. That's like a fantastic price, yeah.
Because I kept looking on eBay, and it was always like 50 or 60 or...
Also saw an NES and a SNES for €20. And a PlayStation 1 as well.
Like, I'm just looking at the game website that I normally use. And if I go to where I normally go, they would have charged me
£50, which still isn't too much, but...
No, but that's twice as... But I paid half of that. And if I wanted... I'm not going to, but if I wanted to resell my red Wii, I could make more money than what I paid, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, that would be kind of dumb. I mean, you want to collect as well.
Yeah, definitely.
I have all the Wii colors, I mean, except the golden Wii because that was for the Queen of England.
We don't
But
talk about
yeah, we don't talk about it, but
evil person.
she's in hell now. The topics that we discuss on these streams. Oh boy, I love it.
I'm surprised that
Yeah.
like you haven't actually been banned from streaming because of the things that they talk about.
I
know that's not your fault,
I think it's because I'm not a big YouTuber. I mean, I'm still really small.
That's
Or maybe no, I think what you think is Twitch. Twitch is more banny, as let's say.
Yeah. I keep getting the two mixed up.
That's very mean saying to James she's in hell. You know what's mean?
I agree with that.
What the royal family has done to tons of African nations, that's mean. Genocide and all the other political scandals, that's mean. And you know what's also mean? Living in a golden castle while a couple of kilometers away there's homeless people dying on the streets, that's mean.
Exactly. I couldn't care less about the royal family, honestly.
And you know what's also mean? Having a son who is a open PDF file and doing nothing against it and just helping him.
Paid to get him out of she paid like 2 million to help him get out of jail. And
Yeah, that's mean. Like, I'm not pro monarchy at all. Like, there's not a monarch that I really like.
Like, why not instead give that 2 million to actually help the homeless or something?
I mean, just putting money there doesn't help. What would help more would be changing the system, but they're not looking into that.
Rather than using the money to help the PDF out of whatever.
I mean, if there is a hell, people like that would be in it. I'm sorry. The things they have committed are just atrocious. Oi, mate, why are you talking about Her Majesty the Queen in such a disrespectful way? Well, then don't raise a PDF file and don't bail him out and don't commit atrocities and genocide in Africa. Then I'm not gonna call you that. I mean...
I've never seen that before.
What?
There was a Wii disc of that. Have you ever seen that?
No.
Because apparently it came with that red Wii.
What do you mean? James is right here. He's also anti-royalty.
Yeah.
Like, we commonly make jokes about the UK royals.
I don't like anything about the UK.
Well, then why do you still live there? Because you don't have another choice?
Yeah, I can't afford to move.
But if you could move somewhere, where would you move?
Honestly...
Anywhere on Earth.
I don't know, I haven't really thought about it. Somewhere in America that is actually decent.
No, good luck.
What about you?
Not in America, I would never go there. To live there, no.
What about you?
I mean, I want to live in Luxembourg, you know, but...
Okay.
As in, without my parents having to help me with rent, that would be neat. Being able to buy my own house, or maybe rent a house, I would be okay with that as well.
I mean, I actually know, thinking about it realistically, probably somewhere in Europe, but one of the really nice places. Like, there's parts of Italy that are really nice.
Yeah, but then you'd need to learn Italian because they don't usually speak English that well.
Spaghetti.
Long live the Nidoqueen. Yeah, that's a queen I like.
The what queen?
Nidoqueen is a Pokémon.
Don't go to the US.
Yeah, I mean, I have warned James, like, the healthcare there is non-existent, and why would you go to a country like that? I'm sorry for all the Americans out there, but in my eyes, it's not really a first world country. I mean, things, like, people dying from cancer where they shouldn't.
Yeah.
It's just, to me, that's crazy. But if it wouldn't be in Luxembourg, I would probably either pick some parts of Italy or Netherlands as well.
You know my red Wii?
Yeah. Yeah, but it's a console only, and
yeah, but I've already got the wires.
yeah, but now it's, oh well. If you didn't get it then, and then this would be gone, then you would say, why didn't I get it at the...
Okay, true.
Now you have it, just embrace it now. Move to Canada. Canada is nice.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Maybe Canada.
Canada, I want to go there once. Or you're gonna get legal cannabis. Woo!
Would you want to go to America?
Huh?
Would you want to go to America?
As in live there or go there?
Just visit.
Visit, yeah, but like now with Trump elected and all the nutcases being in the wild out there, I don't know. I mean, there's so many places that I want to visit in my life, but I can't even afford to go to America right now. Like, that's a plane ride. I hate planes. Then that's like, you have to, I mean, I know people who went to America. I mean, I got a fridge magnet from Florida from friends. But like they had, like that was a $3,000 if not $4,000 vacation, if not more. And like one big price of that is just a flight, just going there, not, and then going back. That was another $1,000 apparently. But yeah, Canada. I've heard a lot of nice things about Canada. I'm also interested in Canada. I wouldn't live there. That would be really far away from my family. And I'm just too much of a family woman to go too far away from them.
Well, not a woman, but...
Don't let Trump get in your head. If you want to visit, then visit. Yeah, but right now I can't afford to do that. I could only afford to go to the Maldives back then because people set up a fund.
Yeah.
Like a fundraiser, but like for the honeymoon, and that's how I was able to pay for it. Otherwise, I could never have paid for it myself. It was, and we didn't even go to a really luxurious one. It was like apparently a budget one, but wonderful, absolutely amazing. The Maldives, like it's paradise on earth. I still remember every single second there. It was. Oh, it was wonderful. One of the best weeks I ever had in my life. I was so sad when we had to go back. I was like, no, I don't want to go back. I want to be stranded here.
Imagine getting stuck there during COVID.
Well, that almost happened to me, actually.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Remember when I got back? That was the day before the COVID thing happened. Just
okay.
immediately the day after that. Oh, before that, sorry.
Someone just recommended to me Blades of Steel, whatever that is.
I never played that.
But you've heard of it. Blades of Steel.
Kinox moved out of Miami. Oh yeah, he posted something on Discord. I haven't read everything yet.
Why would you move that?
Because Miami might not be that nice. I mean, I can imagine from what Kinox told me about the people living there. Okay, stupid question. Miami is in Florida.
Yeah.
And Floridians are just a different breed of people, apparently.
It's only because of the Golden Ghost thing I know who it is.
And he always said how unhappy he was there. And I'm glad that he moved out because you don't want to live somewhere where you're not happy.
I've watched a lot of Golden Girls and that's the only reason why I know who it is.
My parents said they almost moved to Canada right before I was born. Oh. Apparently Canada's neat.
One of my friends was born in Canada, but then she moved to England.
Due to ancestry DNA, I know that I have family in Canada somewhere. Like cousin 4 times removed, something like that.
That's nice.
Yeah. Go back to the Maldives? Yeah, Max Power. If you give me the money, then sure.
Yeah, I want to go as well. We should make a new... when you get enough money for the capture card, just use it to get to the Maldives.
That's like 300 euros. That's nowhere near... That doesn't even cover a plane ticket.
How much? Can I ask how much the plane was?
I think 1,000 or almost 1,000. Yeah.
And then accommodation, is that like another 1,000?
No. Like all in all, it was $6,000. Yeah, that was really expensive. But it was a dream of mine. Yeah.
Because I remember when we first met still, and I remember you saying it like on the day we met that you wanted to go there.
Yeah.
And then you did like...
Yeah. The dream, that's one of my bucket list things, yeah. Maldives, just very small islands in the middle of nowhere. Well, not in the middle of nowhere like some other islands. It's below Sri Lanka on the equator. It's to the south of Sri Lanka.
some of the kids in my class went on a trip to Sri Lanka. I didn't get to go because I couldn't afford the money at the time. But they said it was really good.
I know someone from university who is from Sri Lanka. Actually, a national. And he had the longest name ever. Like, his name did not fit on the student card. I'm not kidding. It didn't fit. Like, there was a glitch in the system and it was so messed up. But we just called him Sam because his name was Sam something. It was super long. But he was a super friendly dude. I hope he's doing alright.
Oh, you're not in touch with him anymore?
No, unfortunately not. Have you ever seen videos on the Florida Turtle Man? Yes. Just type in Florida Man and then you get the wildest things, I swear. I don't know what, like, do they have drugs in the water in Florida?
Yes.
Like, do they pour bath salts into the water system? What's wrong with Floridians? Now would be the perfect time for Philip to come with a 10,000 euro donation. Yeah, you heard that, Philip. Hey there, Kinox. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Uvu vv onye tenye ugvem osas is his name. You just doxed him, Kinox. How dare you? But I've heard you moved out of Florida, out of Miami. Maybe you're still in Florida, but I'm glad you got out of a place that you didn't like. Because that's really not nice if you live somewhere where you just hate existing there. Like, why would you want to live there, right? Luxembourg. I mean, I like living here, it's just too expensive. Like, I need... just getting ghosted by jobs, I hate it.
My place is open for you.
I'm not gonna go to the UK, I'm not... like, I don't hate myself that much.
You don't want to come see where I live?
Isn't that like a... like in the middle of nowhere?
No.
I wouldn't want to live in the in UK.
I don't live in the middle of nowhere though.
I know, but I don't want to live in the UK. Like, I'm way too much of a princess now because of the quality of food and stuff that we have here. Why would I want to live there, where the weather sucks like 365 days of the year?
We had a heat wave in the summer actually.
Yeah, but heat waves are not fun.
Some people really like them, I don't know why.
I mean, I'm a summer girl, okay, but I also don't like heat waves. Like, we had like over 40 degrees here, that was crazy. Due to my insanely poor spending habits, there won't be any donations until Saturday. I mean, I'm just kidding, right? You do you. You donate whenever you feel like, and if that's not anymore, then that's just a thing. I mean, come on. Oh, you're still in Florida, but at least not in that weird place anymore, where people just have sex on the beach, out in the open, or something like that.
I live closer to London than, say, places in Scotland which actually are in the middle of nowhere. I've got like stores and cities around me that I can easily get to, so it's not like I live nowhere.
But I think it was you who told me you live in a backwater part of England. No?
No.
Okay. I do remember you saying that though. And you showing me a video of that place, and then...
So I called it the middle of nowhere because I was comparing it to somewhere like Luxembourg City.
Okay, I guess.
Like, I don't live anywhere that tourists would choose to go to because there's not really any...
To be fair, Luxembourg isn't really a place where a lot of tourists go, and now less and less tourists go because they are complaining about us being not nice. Which, yeah, some Luxembourgers are pretty racist, unfortunately. I have loads of family in Canada who I've never met. Oh, did you also do a test, or do you know? Can you read German? Can you translate a sentence I type? Yes, of course, I'm fluent in German. Like, I can read very complicated German stuff and understand it. So I would say at least, the very least, my level of German is C1. And C2 is mother tongue, if not C2 as well. I mean, I have no problems with German. I learned German when I was 2 years old. So, ich habe keine Ahnung, was dieser Satz sagt. You have no idea what this sentence means or says. My mom has met them many times. Ah, okay, I see. That's how it goes.
first words were?
My first word was no.
Oh.
Because I didn't want to eat something. And my mom was flabbergasted because usually babies or toddlers' first words are not no. It's mama or papa and not no. And then I immediately apparently said, no, I don't want that. Like, that was weird, like not saying anything and then just forming a sentence like that.
I somehow taught, I don't know how, but I somehow taught myself the 24-hour clock thing. I don't know how, I just figured it out.
Hey, some people can do that. I mean, I taught myself how to write and read way before school. But that was because I really wanted to unlock knowledge by reading, and I just realized, okay, the earlier you can read, the earlier you can get access to that information.
I mean, apparently when I was like in 3rd grade, my reading level was like 5th or 6th grade, but then I just sort of lost interest in reading.
It's another sign she's not human. Who? I?
Me.
Mm-mm. Oh, you're she now. No, my viewers think I'm a Latias. But I'm a human. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm a human, totally. Not a Latias. No, I'm not a shiny Latias that pretends to be a human. Oh, Kenox, I know that meme. I definitely know that meme, but I'm not gonna translate it.
I don't.
Lick my... It's wrong, as in grammatically it's wrong. But it is, it refers to a German meme where a grandmother says this, and it's not im. But she says im, which means lick me in my butt, but you don't say that, you say lick my butt. So it's not im. Who are you speaking to? Oh, the person right next to me, you mean? That's James. Or in general, speaking to my viewers. Totally a shiny Latias. I'm a human! Told you. I'm totally not a Latias. No, No, so you say. James, don't blow my cover. Shh. How else am I gonna get money from the humans? Wink, wink. Sorry, so back to the stream. James Carson Uzi. Now he's starting with the Uzi thing. I was actually missing that. He just adds Uzi to everything. Is Jonna the Latias or Kirby on the Latias? Well, viewers say it's the Latias. At least that's what they think it is. But that's totally a conspiracy theory. You're a shiny Latias that makes owl noises when mad at shinies. Yeah, apparently I can make owl noises, which I did not train for that. I don't even know. Like, I've heard owl noises, but I wouldn't say I would be good at making owl noises, but apparently I am. And I drink tea eagerly, yeah, and then I choke on the tea, and then I... Oh boy, the Yana lore, right? Am I right, guys? Which could be your undoing.
We've been streaming 3 hours already.
Yeah, almost 3 hours. Oh, it's already 22, jeez. Where does time go? It flies really quickly.
Still got another half an hour, I think you said?
Or,
I don't remember what time you said.
Well, let's stream for 3 hours in total, and then I think I'm going to bed. Because we started earlier.
Oh, okay. You started at 19:15.
Yana body pillow for the win. Which one? The human version or the Latias version?
Both, but like...
Okay, that is... I don't know. Do you remember that thing? Maybe you've come across it where there was a meme. Would you smash or pass? And then as in, would you have sex with that or not? And it's like with the Pokémon. And I would say no. They're animals in my... I mean, they're not humans. Some of them come close, but still, I would never sleep with a Pokémon. Yeah. Been playing a lot of Platinum. Damn, I've had a lot of luck with shinies. Oh! Like, what shinies did you get? The Latias body pillow. Imagine selling that at a convention. One side of the pillow is a shiny Latias and one side of the pillow is the human form. That is wrong. But I think people would still buy it because I've seen worse. I mean, I've seen underage characters on body pillows. That's where I draw the line. That's really not funny. That's the thing that I don't like about anime, where they are simping or lusting for girls, but they're underage. Like, what the hell are we doing? I think we should have a Machamp gender variation. Oh, a more feminine looking one. Shiny Turtwig. Oh, nice. Bristle. Oh, neat. So 2 good shinies. If I get a shiny Bristle, I'm probably gonna call it Tails if it's male. Not very creative, I know. You caught a shiny Geodude on Mount Coronet too. Oh, nice. She looks 9 but is 10,000 years old. Yeah, exactly. That's like really creepy. Why are we letting this go through? I mean, isn't this wrong? I just don't. That's one thing that I really don't like about Japan. They're like really lenient and stuff like that.
Apparently Japan has no age of consent.
No, they do. It's just really low. Like 12, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. But look it up. I could be wrong.
It should be 21.
It's nowhere. I think it's only 21 in third world countries or maybe something like that. I think in Luxembourg it's 14 actually. But that doesn't mean that a 14-year-old can do it with a 30-year-old. Like, that would be illegal.
I'm not saying that's okay, but if the age of consent is 14, why isn't that legal?
Because we have, it's not just the age of consent, we have other laws that says about the age gap when you are a minor. That also gets put into consideration. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Also think women should be allowed to walk around without a top on, just like men can. Equal rights for women. I mean, yeah, on some hot summers that would be neat, but I don't like getting stared at like that much. And then you have almost every MHA character. Oh yeah, My Hero Academia, that's why I can't just get into it, it's really weird. As in, they're sexualizing a 15-year-old girl, that's really wrong, I'm sorry.
I've seen parts of it, but I didn't like what I saw.
Oh, you think MHA girls are hot, but they're like 14, no? Keenox, what are you trying to tell me? Yes, the age of consent is 14 in Luxembourg, if I'm not mistaken. But that doesn't mean like 14 and 16 would be okay. 14 and 18 would be barely okay. But I think 14 and 20, that could land you in jail. But I could be wrong.
It's a serious question, but in America where it's 18, what if it's like 17 and 18?
No, I don't know. I actually don't know.
There was a woman in Africa who married like a 9-year-old.
Oh, you know that child marriage is still a thing in many American states as well, unfortunately, and also in many Muslim countries. I know some remote African tribes, women walk around topless and they don't get stared at all. Yeah, because they don't sexualize breasts, that's why. I'm a minor, so I can find them. Yeah, that's a different thing. You are a minor, so yeah, of course. There's still drawings, yes, but still, it's wrong, you know? It's... Twice?
They did it again.
Oh, they married twice? What the hell? So they got divorced only to marry again, huh?
Yeah. But how is that sort of thing even legal? Like, that's a literal trial.
I mean, they don't have laws for that. They just don't care. Children don't really have rights in these countries, unfortunately. Whatever, you know what I mean. Yeah, I get it. There's some Romeo-Juliet laws that make 17 and 18 legal. I mean, 17 and 18, that I wouldn't bat an eye at that. That's not really a big difference. And honestly, thinking back, at 18, you're not really an adult in my eyes. At least most people aren't.
But I know someone who was...
You like thick girls. Interesting. thick girlusies. That's what you like. Sorry, you wanted to say.
I don't know if I ever said it. When I first started high school, someone in my class was like 12, and the girl he was dating was like 16. But then no one said anything when she was the older one. But when I was in 10th grade, and one of the guys was dating one of the 7th grades, everyone kept calling him all sorts of stuff. But when the woman was older, when the girl was older, no one said anything.
That's why. What will you get out of a 12-year-old? Because the age difference, especially between girls and boys, like the how far you are cognitively, there's a huge difference.
He might have been 11 actually.
He might have been what?
11. Because in England, it's like...
That's a kid. That's a small kid.
In England, it's like year 7th grade, same sort of thing. But the first year of high school, the kids are 11 and 12. I was 12, but...
Oh, wow.
But when one of the 16-year-old guys was dating one of the 12-year-old girls in my class, he kept getting all sorts of hate. But when one of the 16-year-old girls was dating one of the 12-year-old
yeah, that's
boys,
a stupid.
no one said anything about it.
It's very unfortunate. It's a double standard. Absolutely. I also keep reading that when a PDF file is a man and the victim is a girl, then it's horrible, which it is. But when a school teacher who is a woman does that to a man, they say, yeah, he scored. No, that's grape.
It is, yeah.
That's wrong. It doesn't matter if it's a woman. No, the gender doesn't matter. I'm sorry. You like thick thighs and a nice curvy behind. Oh, so you're a butt person, not a breast person? Interesting. There's literally a perfect character in MHA, and he's pretty much the most annoying character. Yeah, what's his name again? Older than 18, but sometimes I think 18-year-olds are more mature than me. They can go to war and like it's nothing, and I'm too scared of that. I don't know if that's maturity or them not grasping the true ramifications of war and what it entails.
Because I've read a lot of things about they go to seem brave, but then once they get there, they just want to back out of it.
Oh, I've spoken to ex-soldiers, veterans who said, I wish I never did that. Because they got really traumatized, and that's really, have the very rare opinion that it's not a huge deal as they are fictional characters, and I say that someone who does find it gross myself. I mean, I know the target audience is probably also teenagers in that aspect, okay, I get it. But it irks me so much to the point that I just can't watch the show, because to me it's wrong.
Wait, what show is this?
My Hero Academia.
Oh, I've seen that. I haven't seen a lot of it, but the parts I did see, I just didn't.
What's his quirk again? My language teacher in Chile wanted a piece of this. She was gorgeous, not gonna lie. Regret not hitting that. But were you like a minor? I mean, a PDF file being hot, that doesn't really change it, does it? It's still wrong. Oh, the topics that we discuss again. From dark rap criminality to war, trauma, shock videos, now it's this. He throws sticky balls out of his head. Ah, that person. Like, I just couldn't watch the show. I couldn't continue because it just irked me. But that's just me. I see kids and teenagers as characters or just persons you need to protect and who you need to raise, and not a sex partner. I don't even think of that when I see a kid. Like, what's there to think about? Minor Sally, and she was like 45 but looks 25. Some people age like the best wine ever, absolutely. They stick to any surface except for him. Surface, okay. He bounces right off. The smoke was... So say again?
Speaking of wine, on TV they do show people in Italy like standing on grapes with bare feet. Do they actually do that?
Yeah, that's how it's traditionally done. They don't do it everywhere, but that's how it used to be done back in the day.
But it's not very hygienic, is
I assume they wash the feet first. I hope they do.
Yeah, same.
But then again, I don't drink wine, so I don't have to worry about that. That's a plus.
Oh, I suppose so, yeah.
Okay, can I get at least one encounter, please? It's been like almost 3 hours and I got nothing.
It's because I'm here.
Mm. Oh well, I mean, I think this is gonna be the last reset, then I think it's time for me to head into bed because I need to get up early tomorrow. Smoke Hussy. Why smoke? Hussy smoke? You really regret not hitting that? Oh, Keenox. What's even happening anymore? I'm confused. Same, Smokey, same. And it keeps happening. It just keeps happening. It's crazy. Oh well. It's funny though in a way. Oh well. But you didn't do that. And you thought she had a thing for you? Right. Well, heading to bed as well soon. 1990 Anna. Alright, Cry to Skywaker. Thank you so much for being part of the stream. And hopefully I'll see you soon. So good night, sleep tight, and do not let the bedbugs bite. Tomorrow I'm gonna stream, and also on Wednesday, but on Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday I can't because I will be going to the Netherlands. Well, yeah, but you don't have like Climax, you need 2 tickets, and good luck getting those. Aha, Keenox. Very interesting, let's say. I'm not gonna read that out loud, but boy, the things people tell me in chat. Very really feel like this isn't something you should be talking about here. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, you mean me going there? Because my place is being guarded. I have a house sitter. If that's what you're talking about. Are you gonna ride a bike in the Netherlands? I can't even ride a bike. Oh, you mean bicycle? Yeah, probably. I'm gonna get one. You can lend them and then... or rent them and then drive them. That's really neat.
Wait, what did you think they meant?
I don't know, I'm not... Oh, Keenox being... Ah, okay.
You don't say bike instead of bicycle?
I usually say bicycle. I thought bike as in a motorbike.
Oh.
And I don't have the... Like, the driver's license that I have is for cars, not for bikes. Perf power. Yeah, Keenox, what the hell? You really have something for the Netherlands, don't you, Max Power? I mean, I don't blame you. It is a really neat country. I really like being there. I'm gonna miss it again once I'm gone. But yeah, on Saturday there's Climax happening, so QLIMAX, which is one of the biggest festivals for hardstyle. But it's the last edition of Climax, unfortunately. I got the tickets, I got the hotel. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna enjoy every last minute. But I'll go there in advance because I want to still see some of the city that I'm in Holland. In the Netherlands, sorry. Holland is actually a misnomer. Aha, Keenox. Yeah, there are minors in this chat. Quite a lot of them. But for some reason we still have these conversations. Well, it's a thing that we should not, like, keep it away from them, but maybe that they're discussed in a good way. Does that make sense? Although I don't know if this is a good way. Alright, no, not a single encounter, nothing, but oh well, you know how these streams go. I still had a lot of fun discussing with you, even though it was really sometimes borderline. But oh well. I thank all of you for being part of the stream, and hopefully I will see you tomorrow. So until then, goodbye and good night.
Bye.
All right.